everyone. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Let me get my Sims 2 soundtrack on. And then we can build. I think that the build today is going to be a little bit wacky. But we'll see how it goes. Hi, hello everybody. Welcome back. I'm just going to make a new save. That feels like a safe bet. We love a wacky build. Yeah, I think it'll be fun to have something kind of wacky. I don't know. It should be nice. Well, I'll just randomize some Sims actually. Let me add in one of everybody. Oh, I like it on an alien. That makeup. All right, Caleb. Sure. Alien number 1. Next. Vampire. Whoa. Jonathan. And I don't really like Jonathan. Nico? Oh, Nico is better. I don't know. I don't really care what their names are. I'm not actually making Sims. I'm just getting some people ready so that if we need to play test anything, there's a person to play test. Who gets the prettiest tail? Oh, I like that one. Okay. Jenna. Who's chased by death. Oh my. And I just gave her the fairy aspiration without looking. Oh god. Oh god. Ooh. You're cool. Eyeshadow's kind of fun. Okay, spellcaster is named Jackie. Sure. Werewolf. Okay. Oh, this is the best one. I love this sweater. Jackson. Why has everybody got the same? I don't want to have all J names. Blake Boston. Oh. That's kind of good. Loves cats, but is a werewolf. That's funny too. I like it. Okay, and a fairy. I like the dress. Oh no. Her makeup with the eyes. Okay. Our name will be Riley. Sure. You can have a fairy aspiration, I guess. And then, I don't actually have a plant sim, but I'll just get, whoa. We can just be green. Everyone's gonna say, ghost? Ghost? What about a ghost? Ghosts aren't really the same thing. But this is Marvin. I guess maybe I can just add somebody. All of a sudden, we're gonna have 8 Sims in our household. Do you understand what you're asking me to do? Oh, you're cute. Too bad you have to be dead. Maybe you could be death by... Ooh, let's fall off the mountain. But the ghosts don't really have like a... I don't know. I feel like their vibe isn't as interesting as... like when you make a plant Sims room, it's very obvious what a plant Sims bedroom would look like. A ghost isn't really the same thing. This is Holly. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a whole thing. I'm kind of stressed about it, actually. But we have ghost wallpaper. Yeah, but I didn't want the house to be ridiculous. I wasn't picturing glowing ghost walls, but we'll see what we can do. I was gonna try and play this in a very serious capacity. And I have made serious ghost wallpaper before, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it could be like abandoned, the room. So it could be like that. Inside pool for the mermaid and plant. I was gonna try and have like a basement pool. That was kind of my idea. Oh my gosh, this is being really weird. All right, let's make it summertime. Okay, now the question is, where do we put it? like where does the house go? glass wall pool room. Oh dear God. Hold on. No. The glass walls, they are so much. So I don't know. I don't know. I want it to be like, I don't know if I can handle that for the pool. Maybe for the plant, they could have like a greenhouse sort of room. But for the pool as well, it feels a bit extreme. I don't want the whole place to be glass. Oh, Strangerville. Wait, actually, Strangerville feels like an appropriate happy medium for all of them. You know? Because it feels unfair to pick just one of the occult worlds. Like, to live in, like, the vampire world feels unfair. Strangerville feels, like, fair to everybody. It's fair because it's strange. That works. Okay. And then I kind of like the style of Strangerville, too. And it can have, like, some kind of funky modern edition or something. Do we want 40 by 30? Maybe I'll start on 30 by 20 and we can make it bigger and move to a bigger lot if we don't have enough space. You know? Okay. You're definitely gonna have to move. Yeah, maybe. But if we're using basements and like a third story, it might actually not be that bad. It's gonna basically be like a 4-floor house. So it doesn't need to have like a wide footprint because it's gonna be tall. Well, Apollo, we already have 8 Sims in the household. And chat wanted a ghost, not a servo. Adding 9 is like a whole thing. There's not gonna be 8 houses. It's gonna be like a house with 8 rooms, Poffy. That's sort of a thing. You've never seen a 1-story home from me? You've never seen a 1-story home from me. I like to build 1-story houses. That's actually my preference for gameplay a lot of the time, is to have a house that's like, you know, expansive and not tall, because I find it easier to not have to page up and down. So I build big 1-story stuff quite a bit, because I find it a little bit easier to play in than when it's tall. Them being tall is more fun to build, but it's more fun to play when they're short. So not for that many Sims. What, an 8-story or a 1-story house for 8 Sims? I've actually done that before, because I've built like, I have. We could try it again at some point soon. Not today. That's not the vibes of this house, obviously, but maybe someday soon. I have done that before though, because again, it's more fun for me to play. Like 100 when I do 100 baby challenge houses, I can't ever say 100 baby challenge. When I do houses like that, that is 10 times easier to be in a 1-story house. So I've built like big houses with loads of space down there for lots of Sims. Okay. How is the lighting on this lot? Yikes. Not so good. Well, let's think like style-wise. This is just me imagining. I feel like it being kind of, I don't know, like an old-looking house that's kind of super tall and skinny, and then having a basement as well. We'll be able to have enough room like that. And then maybe there could be like some kind of like greenhouse in the back for the plant sim. And like a nice big patio. It needs to have a pool like somehow in here because we've got a bunch of Sims. Okay. I feel like I can envision it. You know? I stream at this time every single Wednesday, blank. I always am live on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So if you want to watch streams and this is a better time for you, well, Wednesdays are your day. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the ghost in the attic. That was my plan with it having a 3rd story, and then we'll have the vampire in the basement and maybe the werewolf in the basement too. I think that could be kind of cool. Okay, I've got my second OBS ready so we can record this. Oh, I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. This is very daunting with there having this many Sims, but I think it'll be okay. We will figure it out. We will figure it out. Okay, I've got everything set up. I think I'm gonna post this on YouTube this weekend if it turns out okay. But we'll see. And start recording. Oh boy. All right, chat. Let's think. So I don't want tall wall height, but I might do medium on the ground floor, right? Just know this is fun for us. Well, I'm glad that you're gonna enjoy it. Okay, I was thinking skinny. And then we'll add some like extra stuff around it. Maybe it could be like wide this way. God, I hate this glitch where it's like having an invisible ceiling. It's making me very angry. Okay, something along those lines on the top floor. See, the attic, if we do it like this, is probably just like ever so slightly not big enough. So maybe just a little bit bigger. We can add our own. Okay. It's a start. It is a start. I could probably make it a little bit bigger if we get just like a little bit more space over here. Okay. It always looks a little bit weird. Oh, are we talking about zombies? No. Honestly, I don't really have any interest in having zombies in this game, like, at all. Like, there's maybe nothing that I am less interested in than the idea of them adding zombies to The Sims 4. Like, I really don't have any desire for that. I would be genuinely upset if they added that. I hated the zombies in The Sims 3. Like, that was one of my least favorite things in the game. I would really prefer to not have zombies in this one. Okay, I think I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. So you can be like that. That's a better size for the ghost. Maybe this shouldn't be here either. Yeah, I also don't think that zombies are like, I don't know. I guess I just don't really find the zombies to be all that interesting. Oh, I can have my tower. Oh, that's actually good. Okay, tower would be there. Yeah, I don't know. I just think the zombies would end up being kind of similar to like a plant sim where like it's kind of a flop occult almost. And I don't know. I just don't think that it needs to be like that. We don't need to have that. It's okay. We'll make do without. You need to go like this. I'm gonna put these pieces over here now. All right. Less clipping is for the best. Oh, actually, I'm so silly. It needs to be like, maybe, no, hold on. You go up here for a second. I wanted to wrap this all the way around here. Okay. Like that. And then one more piece goes right there. Neat. Okay, that is step one. I think that up here, I don't really want this to be tall though. That is doable. This might want to be medium so I can have some interesting like trim or something. We'll see. I don't really know yet. I know there's gonna be some kind of greenhouse back here because that's where our plant sim is gonna live. I guess it needs to be relatively big, huh? We can have a wall there and then, okay. And then the pool will be back this way. Maybe the greenhouse needs to be a little smaller. They need to get used to having small rooms. Meg, I always stream at this time on Wednesdays. It's also 9 a.m., so I'm okay. Meg goes, my girl needs her sleep. It's like 9:15. This is a very reasonable time to be up. Don't worry, I'm good. I'm all good. Also, hi Pez, thanks for the raid. Okay, I like that. Let's get some kind of like, well, maybe you should be wider. I guess then the plant sims thing can be a little bit wider. I kind of want to do what I had done up here. Just because I like the look of this for... Oh no, I forgot it was medium. Oh no. Well, I was gonna say, I like the look of this for it to match, but I guess I don't really want this to be that tall, so that's a problem. This is gonna end up being kind of like a nothing sort of space, I guess. We could do it with a platform instead of an actual wall. I prefer to not have to do that. I want it to be tall, because then if we wanted to be able to use it to get around, we could, but I guess not today. Let's do it like that high. Nope, not you. This piece might need to be taller than that. Or even taller than that. Wow. Okay, let's just do it that height and I'll put a platform trim on top of it. Make a floating fairy floor. I don't know if I want to do that because I feel like that is going to be... I don't know if this is going to make sense, but that feels like it's going to be unfair to the fairy if they're going to have that much more space and like cool stuff than the other Sims. Because everybody else is going to have more like a bedroom. And then if the fairy all of a sudden gets like a floating floor all to themselves, we're like playing favorites. Everybody else has to fit inside of here and then they just get a whole giant space. Does that make sense? We can't have favoritism to the fairies. That would be uncool. Do I want this to be like... Oh my god. Well, that's one way to do it. I'm trying to decide if I want to make the whole thing 3 tiles wide or if I want to have it... I think I want the whole thing to be 3 tiles wide. Okay. I think I'm gonna put a little... Like, I kind of want there to be a balcony, so I'll probably put a little one there. And then I gotta figure out what I want to do in the back. The best occult type is Peppa. It's true. She is a good option, I guess. Maybe I need to put a little bit of a platform on top of this so it matches the... Oh, that's pretty even now on both of them. Okay, that's good. That is good. So this will be for the greenhouse. We'll paint that later on with the walls and stuff. Where is romantic garden? I do like this little wall, so we could use that for the yard if we wanted to. And kind of like enclose the whole thing. Maybe it could stop like right there. Nah, it looks bad. Can I scoot you up a little bit more? That feels a bit nicer because it's less pointy. Can we put Bonehilda in the attic? Okay, so chat, I understand there are some other iffy options like Peppa Pig, Servos, Bonehilda, but we already have 8 Sims that we're trying to build for. So we do need to like give ourselves a little bit of grace with that, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, you know? And remember that it's one house only. We have a mermaid. If there's a mermaid in our household, there's gonna be a pool back here and everything. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I guess this part doesn't need to be like a tower necessarily, but maybe if there was like some kind of extension of it all. Oh, too far forward. And at what cost? Wow. I'm not gonna remove the actual occults, chat, so we could replace... The point is to do the occults that we can, like, actually make and physically play with. So we don't want to remove the ones that are honest occults. That would be weird. We're gonna stick with the ones that we made. We're not gonna change that now. We're in it. I don't want to, like... If we start doing that, then we're gonna be so back and forth and all over the place for, like, the whole stream. And that seems, like, stressful, so... Let's let ourselves just have this, okay? Fake windows? I don't know if I'm gonna like that one there. You could probably go there and there. Ooh, that's neat. Okay. Oh my goodness. That is such a weird shape. The way it's like staircasing over here. We're gonna have to try and build something to fill that in. Once there's like maybe a bathroom right here, little tiny bathroom, it will feel less bad. This is gonna be an absolutely massive house too. Wow, okay. It'll be fine. Let's put this tall again. Looks like a fish. Does the downstairs look like a fish? Oh my god, it does! It's got a tail and like, tail here, fins. That's its little nose. That is pretty funny. Okay. If I do a freeze, I don't think I want that one. I think I might even use the vampires one. Because I just love how fancy this one is. So you need to only go on, on that side there. And then I want this part on the top floor. Oh my goodness. I don't want to let it place around the whole thing because I don't want it to be around that. I am okay with putting it up here, though. So we could do something like that. Where did we think each sim would be floor plan wise? We're not talking about that yet. We're not getting into that part just yet. We gotta do one step at a time, I think. And I can't even. We gotta figure out the outside first, then we can do the layout of the inside. We have a couple plans. Have I shown off the Sims yet? No, well, I made them on stream, but I didn't make them. It was like plus mermaid, randomize, plus vampire, randomize. So we didn't actually make Sims. We just have like a group of one of each type so I can play test if I need to. But I didn't like spend time making a household and like decorating Sims and stuff. That wasn't the plan for the stream. The plan is to build. So we don't have like actual Sims in the household in that way. Okay. That feels good to me as well. Did I say I wanted maybe to have a balcony right here? I think if I'm gonna do that, it should be... Maybe it could be little like that. I don't know. I kind of like the idea. This is the vampires one. Using a fair bit of vampires on this house, but I like how that one looks, you know? I think it's really nice. Playing this as a household would make you so stressed. No, this would be very stressful to do gameplay with if you had this many Sims. What did it just delete? Plus 250. I don't actually, oh, the fence. Okay, I wanted to have a really tall foundation because I think it kind of makes sense to have it be super tall. The castle kit, perhaps? Maybe a little bit shorter. It's gonna do that every time I mess with it, isn't it? I like that so far. I don't really know if I want to use this. It's possible that I might want to put it up here, but this might also just be a little bit tall for this purpose. So I don't know. I just want to use one of the little metal ones. I'm just kind of curious because I like how this one is a little bit more substantial. And I like it being made out of stone. I don't really want to have a metal one. I also don't like how these don't really come in white. But we can do it like this, I guess. It matches the roof accent right there. Yeah, the one from university is, it's like a little bit shorter, and it's also good for this purpose. So we can look at that too and see how we feel. That's kind of what this one was made for. I just don't know if it's like too much or not. Okay, well we can't do it on top of that, so that's cool. Yeah, I might try and let it sit there so I can think about it more, and then we can come back. I am actually really tempted to try and use like maybe the new fairy roof, because I haven't really used it in a house that's like more normal. I've used it mostly just in like really fancy fairy houses. So we could try and see how this one looks when you put it in like this sort of circumstance. I actually kind of like the gray. I haven't used this color yet. The gray is kind of nice, and it's similar enough to the gray tone on those. It's not the same color, obviously, but it's similar enough. I don't really know if I like that or not. Yeah, it makes it look really old, which I think is good for what we're trying to do. I think I will use the columns from Strangerville. I think I want to get a little tiny frieze of some sort too. Because that just like adds some extra height. I know it doesn't really match, but maybe I could use the businesses and hobbies one. This one is a little bit more of a gray than white, which is kind of annoying to me, but it might end up being okay. Vampires. Yeah, this might work. Let me try this one up here then too. Just so it can be kind of matchy-matchy. I think I'll do the same thing up here. Imagine being neighbors with all these Sims. Oh, if you had to like live next door to these people. There's like a wolf howling nonstop. They're rampaging and like tearing up the neighborhood. They're probably arguing a lot because a lot of these types of Sims don't get along. That's terrible. Okay, let's do it like that. All of a sudden there's like a literal fight happening, and there's like vampires trying to beat Sims up. I went out of build mode by accident. I didn't mean to. I love how it looks from the back with the lighting. I think the lighting is really pretty back there. Okay. Yeah, that works for me. So there, again, would be a pool over here, which is nice. You walk outside to get the mail, you get hit with a stray spell by a spellcaster. That's a very funny thought, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I would love to be able to use these windows instead. These are not the greenhouse windows. These are like romantic garden stuff windows. But how nice would it be if we had those instead, and then we had like some kind of nice trim on top, and the plant sim had something beautiful like this with some more detail to it. Do I not have move objects on yet? Oh wow, I didn't. Fascinating. I thought I did. But those are just so pretty. I guess it's not really gonna have a glass roof in the same way that the rest of it does. Or maybe like a normal greenhouse would, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Maybe I don't want that there. Why not glass walls? Well, I don't like them. I think this looks a million times better than a glass wall. With like so much love and respect. The glass walls are very specific. And I don't like them as much for stuff like this. They're good for special certain occasions, but on a greenhouse, I just think it looks so like, I don't know. The lines are too repetitive. Like it doesn't have like a nice corner to it. I just don't. And you can do columns, but like the swatches come in bad colors, and this one is too much. Like they're strange and good for, again, very specific circumstances, which is not what I want today, so. I kind of want to try to have like a little bit of a trim on this. I don't know. I just think it might be kind of neat. Weird shape. Yeah, it's not the vibes for today with this build. I've used the glass walls a lot in the past couple of weeks in some builds I've been working on with the fairy pack and stuff. So I've been using them. It's just very specific when they work, I think. That's a little better. Okay. Nice. Let me put my pool in before I forget. Yeah, I think about the glass walls the same way that I feel about the glass roofs. Like, the glass roofs are really neat, but it takes a very specific circumstance for it to work and like look nice, and you have to do a lot of like messing with it for it to fit okay, and like it's just at very specific times the glass roofs are good and the glass walls are the same way. Now I'm getting screamed at to save. Oh my god, you guys are scaring me. You mean well, but all of a sudden there's like a wall of the save. Ah. Okay, I like how that looks though, and there's plenty of space for it all. Let's start trying to do the windows. The lighting is so much worse in the front than it is in the back, huh? Maybe the Castle Estate foundation could be nice. Oh no, it needs to be more of a grayish color. Do those look okay together? This is the Romantic Garden Stuff fence, and then the Castle Estate foundation. I think it's okay. That's good. Maybe I'll start with the back first, with the windows, and then we'll do the inside, or the front afterward, because this one has better lighting. Okay, Strangerville. I don't really see a world where I use Strangerville windows on this place. I'm thinking that the Strangerville windows just don't, there's not enough variety in style, or not, well, style's not the problem, it's the variety in size, I mean. There's not enough options with the Strangerville windows to do like a full house like this. I want to pick one that has a little bit more to it. Okay, well that's annoying. Maybe I should have just used like snowy escape columns instead. I do like the base of them back here though, so maybe I like it and it's fine. I think it's just the base on top of this that I'm not so sure about. But I think it's kind of nice to have like something solid. Let me look at Snowy Escape. Snowy Escape is just very simple and plain and like nice edging, and it lines up nicer, so I'll use Snowy Escape instead. Oh my god, never mind. You can't drag the Snowy Escape windows to be tall. Not windows, I meant columns. There's like a max height to it. Why do they do stuff like that? Okay. Get together. Here I try to like branch out and use a different one than normal, and then back we go to the same column as always. And we're back to the one I always use. It's okay. I don't understand, like, I understand why some of the, like, styled columns have max heights. Like, sometimes when there's, like special patterns or, like, funky designs, like a column like this, I can see why that one might have a max height, the Strangerville column. But when it's just, like, the Snowy Escape column, which is literally just, like, a plain solid wood square, I kind of struggle to understand why that one would have a nice, you know, or a max. I can't even talk today. I'm all feeling all over the place. Okay. What if I put this on a little foundation? And I had just like a little teeny staircase. Really? If it was too wide? No, even that's too much. Never mind. No foundation for us. That's okay. Well, I guess, see, some people might think that I'm doing like one house per occult if the title says building a house for every occult. But also, the house is for every occult. So I don't know. I guess I can see why it might be a little bit confusing. I missed a column on the second story in the back. I don't think so. I think there's columns on all the sides. I think it's just the lighting that makes it hard to see sometimes. But no, we're trying to have a house for, like, a room for every occult. Once we start doing the interior, it'll be more obvious for people that are just coming in. When you've only done the exterior, it's, like, hard to tell. Once there's, like, a room done, they'll be like, oh, that's a plant sims room, and that's a werewolf's room. I don't think that I want to use life and death windows, but maybe I do want to use life and death windows. I don't know. You have like a little bit of a beige trim to you, but it is kind of neat. So I keep saying neat. Maybe we can make it work. That won't work because it's so short. It does look pretty nice though. Oh my god, they're so low inside. Oh no. They're so little. So little when you look at them from the interior. Not that one. I think I will use Strangerville doors still. When you use Strangerville doors, it's a different sort of vibe. Oh, is this the column that you meant I was missing on the back? That makes sense. They're not so little if it's medium wall. Well, this is medium wall height, so that's why they look small. Unless, I thought you, do you mean like, so I should switch to medium, or? What was I looking at? Life and death again? No, sorry, Strangerville doors, that's right. Column back right of the front porch isn't pulled all the way up. Oh, okay. It's just so different, like the style of them. They come in such different colors. It's so hard to mix and match them. That's very frustrating. Like these ones are... Well, that one might be okay. It's kind of little, but it's not a bad thing. No, these are actually life and death windows that I'm using outside, not university ones. Yeah, it's just hard because like the shade of white is so different on them. Then it makes it kind of tough to fill in. Cottage living. Let me see about this thing. That seems like an okay enough match, I think. Can this be stacked together? No. Do you think it having just one up there is weird? There's one that is too wide, and we could use this instead. I feel like it might be a little bit weird on top of the arches, but that's just kind of like what fits. You can't have a column right there because it's too short with the roof freeze thing. Oh, you need to go there and then up two? Is that what I had? No, there and then up one. Well, see, this is really strange. Semicircle window for the top. Well, the semicircle windows are not good. This one has the same problem as those first doors where it's like such a stark white. It's like these made out of stone and this one looks like it's made out of plastic a little bit. I mean, it's wood, but that's like the way the color looks. It's a very different shade of white. And that makes me feel a little bit sad. So I don't know if I want to do that or not. Are those the exact same height? Yeah, they are. Ooh, that's pretty. We'll get there. Don't worry. Once we have all the windows in, it'll be fine. Looks like composite wood. Yeah, like plasticky, like composite wood, exactly. You were bad for this. Where's the other one? Discover University. I was gonna look at this one. That's not really giving like balcony door because it has a mail slot in it, but it fits better, so I think I'm gonna try it there. Okay, we'll see how it goes. I think that's okay. I think I might not put a window on this wall. There'll be a tree there though, so it'll be fine. It will be fine. I'm looking at Life and Death again. They also have these ones, which are bad news. And you have this one, which maybe would be nice just as like a slightly different thing to have inside of this part. I don't know, get some variety, I guess. Maybe I'll put that same thing on this part. Wow, I really wish that this came in the same color. I find it really annoying how this is like part of my problem with so many Sims packs is that they give you like 2 window sets kinda. And Life and Death feels kind of annoying because, oh, this would have been nice maybe too. Maybe that's better. But the Life and Death ones feel really annoying because it looks like they just about match, but then they don't have the same swatches. They're just like kind of similar. So if you wanted to mix and match them across a build, then this one doesn't have that like wooden light colored trim inside. And that is just annoying. Why not? Why doesn't it have the same colors? And this has like that really horrible bright color to it. Maybe I'll change that once I have the windows or all the rooms inside figured out. That won't work. Maybe I should just put a tree out there so I can see everything a bit better. Let's put a tree. I mean, I guess you want it to like match the style of stuff in Strangerville, but also I kind of want to have my own vibe. Can I just use whatever trees I want? Is that okay? Because I don't really want to do Strangerville landscaping back here. That doesn't fit the vibes of the house in my mind. I have a very specific vision that I'm trying to accomplish here. I don't know. It's Strangerville, they're not meant to match. They're magic trees. There you go. That's true. A plant sim and a fairy live here. So they can have whatever kind of landscaping they want, because they could just achieve anything. The sky's the limit when you've got people with magic plant powers. So they can have a very beautiful set of landscaping, and that's fine. Okay, Enchanted by Nature debug. I want to look at some of this stuff. Might have to get rid of the foundation annoyingly, but that's okay. I was gonna see about putting some of this, because this is like a very simple, just low-lying flower. Did I see a cat? Oh, I did. Wait for it. Snap, you're here at a great time. The sun on your cat tree is like really nice right now. You timed it well. I think it needs to go a little bit further up. I guess that's okay. This is just like the underside of plants too, bear in mind, so there'll be more plants in there to fill it in. That's gonna look nice. You're excited for the interior? It's gonna be fun to do the interior. I'm excited about it too. It's gonna look pretty cool, I think. I think the style of the interior in the common spaces is gonna be kind of like this. Where it's, oh, really? Right when you had all that nice sun to sit in? Okay. We can come sit together instead. And then probably you're gonna sit right on top of my keyboard. But yeah, this is almost like, I was gonna use the word generic, but that sounds bad. I don't mean it in a bad way. The style of this stuff is almost like a, it's kind of like simple, can cross, like a fairy could live in a house this style, a vampire could live in a house this style. It just covers like all the bases, and then their rooms will be very specific. It's a bit more neutral across the groups. I don't want to decorate it like for one sim in particular or like one style in particular. I just want it to feel like everybody could live here. Versatile, there, that's better. Generic is a horrible word. Versatile is a nice word for this. Let's put a little tree or two, like right in here too. Oh, so pretty. Universal, that's also a nice word. All right, let me just put some light inside too. We're gonna have to figure out a basement situation as well, which is kind of scary. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. I don't want those to clip into the room. Gotta make sure it's like low enough that it's not gonna clip then. Because I don't want to be able to, yeah, that's better. I don't want to see that clipping into the wall. This is the ghost's bedroom. They can't have that. That'd be terrible. They would be so sad if it was clipping. Yeah, I like the landscaping. I'm not sure what I want to do about this part of the roof. At first I was thinking that there could be like some kind of balcony up there, but obviously now we don't have balcony stuff anymore. Because there's no windows that I put there. It could just be as simple as that, and then we have like some more of the roof texture. And that would be good too. Thank you so much, Snappy. You're so nice. This one. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks really pretty. I like that. Should there be like a little bit of landscaping right in here? Can I use one of the tall, skinny ones, but size it down? Maybe we could do that, and then I could have it fenced off. I know that this is like a long bit of it being very open. Maybe there could be a gate there, though. Oh, the ghost could have their grave right here. That's cute. Romantic garden. Oh. That's a very dark accent color. Yeah, we could hide the trash back here in this little part too. Oh, the fairy house could also be right there if we wanted. That would be nice. Oh, look at this. Okay, this is a totally different, like, I know that the pillars don't really quite match. But that's like the spellcaster Realm of Magic thing, and that might be kind of nice to use. They also have just the base game one if we wanted that instead. And that one actually matches a little bit better probably, but this gate is like whimsy. It's nice. Is it okay that the columns don't match? I feel like it's fine that the columns don't match. I feel like we should just like accept it and deal with it. Maybe I'll put a lower fence there. One that they can step on top of if we're gonna put a grave in there. They could also maybe have like, along this wall, what if they had like their outdoor kitchen? It won't be these counters, okay, don't worry. But what if we put like a built-in grill or something? So they kind of have like a little outdoor kitchen in this area and we tuck it around the corner. Because that would be kind of nice. I think that could work. Okay. Let's go into life and death again. Oh, speaking of graves, should I pick one? Which one do you want? This one's pretty fancy. So we could do that one. Maybe I'll put it like right here. I gotta get some more debug stuff. Well, it's kind of, it's cramped, but on purpose, Ox. That's why I would put it there, is because it sort of takes advantage of the weird corner, because the kitchen sort of fits in that space. Okay, sorry, I was looking for, okay, thank you, Snap. I was looking for Enchanted by Nature stuff. I want debug. Wouldn't the ghosts have their actual grave in their inventory? Yeah, it would, but keep in mind, right, we're gonna put this on the gallery for other people to be able to use. So it doesn't need to be a real grave, because other people won't have the same ghost living here if they were to play in this house. So we don't need to do that. We just need to have a grave. And this one being decorative is probably better for that purpose, because then it won't be like attached to any certain sim. I like that. Maybe I'll save the game also. Thanks, Snap. Yeah, we can put some flowers on the ground in front of it and stuff. It'll be cute. It'll be cute. Does the vampire also get a grave? I mean, I think we're playing by like sim logic, and the vampires don't have a grave unless they're actually dead as a vampire in The Sims. So I don't think so. I don't think I'll put a grave for the vampires with this one. Basement stairs in the long area. I mean, we could do that. I was gonna have the basement access be from inside. Like, you could have an outdoor access, but I like the idea of an outdoor kitchen. I personally don't mind it being tight with the outdoor kitchen. I think that's like a stylistic choice, to have a long and skinny outdoor kitchen. I think that even happens in real life, so I'm good with that. Okay, I'm gonna put this all down the side of it. Not in the back, but just down the side. Well, actually, maybe I will have it continue on just to the edge of the greenhouse. Because then the plant sim has like a lovely view of plants from inside of their greenhouse. Okay. Well, Kimmy, this one it's a house for every occult. Like, it's one house for every occult. It's not like a vampire house. They're all gonna have a room and like some space in the house. It's kind of the plan. Okay. Let's do some more landscaping in here. Enchanted by nature again. I might try and use some of these little guys, because that fits with my whimsy that I'm going for. I won't fill that all in at the same time. Just a couple of them, and then we can duplicate them later. I want to get some of this kind of thing too, but I have to get rid of the foundation for it. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Yeah, Charlotte, that's a known bug. Nobody can place the whiteboard from businesses and hobbies right now. It happened with the patch last week. They have acknowledged it. Sounds like they're gonna hopefully have a fix for it by tomorrow. They're gonna have a fix like in a patch tomorrow. They have a few things on the list, like pregnancy isn't working and some stuff like that. So it should be okay soon, but you're not alone in that not working. It doesn't work for anybody. I think I might actually try and get some more of the debug plants. I might have to get rid of my foundation first. No, the title is so long, Kat. I can't do that. I can't change the stream title. It already has too much in it. So we can't do that. Once I start furnishing the house, it's not going to be confusing anymore. It's also not a problem for people to ask questions about what we're building and stuff. Like, it's fine. It's not a big confusing problem. If a handful of people think that it's a house just for one occult and then they get corrected, it's not like an issue, you know? So it's okay. Especially because we're going to be working on the inside soon, and then it'll make more sense. Is that clipping? Nope. Let's put that in the way back, because that way... Okay, you see how this is clipping? It won't be once the house is raised back up on the foundation. I just had to get it off the foundation for a second so that I could put my bushes closer to the foundation, and it won't be clipping anymore once the house is raised up, so it's not a problem. It's not that Sims can't get pregnant right now, it's that there's a bunch of pregnancy issues. I think some people are having issues with their Sims getting pregnant right now. The issue that I have been experiencing, and what I think is more common, is that you can't take pregnancy tests right now. Your Sims can get pregnant, and they tell you that they're pregnant 24 hours after you try for a baby, if it worked. But the issue that I think is a little bit more common is that people are having difficulties with the pregnancy tests. I was having that problem too, where I couldn't take a test and I had to wait. The workaround for me, I don't know if it works for everybody, is that as soon as my Sim went to sleep, then they could take a pregnancy test after they had slept once. So kind of weird, but sounds like that's what has been happening to some people. Yeah, you can still check with MC Command Center. You can also check in cast. If you go like cast.full edit mode and you hover over like changing their age, it'll be like you can't edit a pregnant Sim. So there are ways to find out even without a pregnancy test. But that's kind of weird. Yours doesn't have a baby bump? Oh, that's a really weird one. Mine still had a baby bump both times. So I've had, well actually I've had 3 pregnancies since the glitch was introduced. And every time, they still had a baby bump. That's super strange that yours didn't. What if we had pink flowers? I kind of like the idea of that. Or yeah, you could try and have them do yoga, because if you have spa day, they can't do yoga if they're pregnant, so it'll say no to that too. Oh, I like the pink. few of those around here. Yeah, the dishes not being draggable is by far the most annoying bug to me as well. I hate that I can't drag the dishes right now. Like, I actually don't even know how to play The Sims when I can't drag dishes. It's been so frustrating the past couple weeks having that, because I had it the entire time I had the early access. It's been real annoying. No, they're bugs. It's not intentional, Willow Creek. It was an accident that this bug started happening. That's why they're trying to fix it by tomorrow. It's not on purpose. They probably wouldn't introduce a bug that is like genuinely massively quality of life reducing for Sims players. Like, why would they change that? It probably has to do with you know how they changed the inventory a little bit? And like made it so that the like spoiled food has a different filter in your inventory, and there's like a little bit more filtering you can do just in general in your Sims inventory. I wonder if the introduction of those inventory changes also introduced the bug with dragging. Because usually, you know, you drag things into your inventory. I feel like that might be the reason. So they tried to improve the inventory and then accidentally made it impossible to drag things. Because I could see that happening. And then obviously they're just trying to fix it still. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I need a few more flowers. The pack will probably come out at, well, not probably, almost definitely will come out at 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. That's typically when the packs release. There's probably countdowns. Like if you go to like Sims Community's website, they'll probably have a countdown on there. They did it the past few times with packs. But the packs usually come out at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Same time that like the updates come out and stuff, if you ever have like been waiting for a base game update. Okay, let's just find some more pink flowers. I don't like that one. I want to have this used a little bit less, but around. The packs always come out at 3 or 4 a.m. your time? Oh no, that stinks. Well, at least when you wake up the next day, you've got the whole day to play. I think what's worse, and like, sorry to, I know this is sad for you, so I'm sorry to be like, well, it's actually not as bad as this, but I think it's worse in Europe when they come out at night. Like, getting the pack at like 7, 8 p.m., that feels worse to me than getting it in the middle of the night, because at least in the middle of the night, you have like the whole day, but if, you know, maybe you only have like 2 hours to play if you get it at nighttime. Because maybe you have like work the next day or whatever, you know. It's 6 p.m. UK time, which isn't that bad, but it's still not great. I think it's I mean, there's never gonna be a win for the time. Usually like packs used to come out at midnight, and now they release them at the same time for everybody. And I don't know what my preference is, but they would do like a staggered release midnight for everyone, so it's midnight for you no matter what. And I think that's worse. Yeah, like poor James waking up at 3 in the morning to watch reveal trailers. That sucks. In Australia, the trailer time really sucks. From a content standpoint, I guess it's not a huge deal from a viewership standpoint. Oh, if it's that height, the foundation doesn't delete itself? Weird. Okay. That's fine. What am I looking for? Vampires again. Okay. You liked the staggered release because the EA app was less likely to break? That too. Ooh. I don't like how this looks in any of the colors. Maybe the light green is good for this. Okay. Stone floor to go outside. What are we thinking? Honestly, the vampire's floor, like, kind of works. Okay. I think I like that. I think I like that. I think the color, I think the house is gonna be white, Arizona. I feel like that's a nice, like, neutral tone to use for it when we want to be able to, like, have everybody else's rooms sort of stick out on their own. Well, the limited time, the other fairy house, this one, I feel like has even worse options because it's always a log. I like it, but not, I just don't like it for this house. I should clarify. Okay. Let's get a couple planter boxes outside over here. A lot of the Sims can garden, so it doesn't hurt for us to have a few of these. Just a couple outside and maybe some like little, I don't know, maybe I'll put you there and you there. Okay, because we need to have more plant space because this also has to be a bedroom inside of the greenhouse. So we'll need to make sure we have a couple bits of extra plants out here. Could we have a little alien potted plant? Oh, we could try to plant all of the magic plants. That's kind of a fun idea. So we could have like the spellcaster ones. We could have a couple of the alien plants. We'll get the magic ones from Enchanted by Nature. The Enchanted by Nature ones could go over here. There's like a plasma one too from vampires. Oh, we're not gonna have enough space for all this. Like the plasma fruit tree is huge. But maybe it's fine, I don't know. Crystal tree? Well, that's the thing, the crystal tree is huge too. Maybe we could fit it, I don't know. We'll have to try. Oh my gosh. We gotta get some garlic probably too. Please tell me you are full grown from, oh my god. Wolfsbane, is that from vampires or werewolves? I need to get the like garlic seed packet. I could also have them plant them instead of doing it this way, which might be easier. Stick some mosquito trap seeds. Oh, here's one of the mosquito traps just planted. Does it work inside of the tiny one? I think it does. Well, I have the plasma tree. Wolfsbane is werewolves? You think it's cats and dogs? I don't know the answer to this. I'm being pulled in a bunch of different directions here. Okay, there's some garlic. Couldn't I get them from the gallery? I mean, yeah, I could, but if we can find them in debug, it's easier. Wolfsbane seeds. Okay. It is vampires. That's what I thought. It also looks the same as the garlic seed packet, which is annoying of them. Okay, so we have all the vampire stuff. Let me get from Enchanted by Nature. They made it base game after werewolves came out. Oh, that makes sense. That explains a lot. That's why I thought it was vampires, and then everyone else was like, it's werewolves, it's this, it's that. Okay, so Wolfsbane is actually base game now. Funnily enough. We need the magic realm plants. I need alien plants. No, vampires don't have a need for garlic, but isn't it kind of fun, Cursed Cat, to have garlic? Especially because the other Sims here hate vampires. So, like, they could be they're the ones growing the garlic, you know? Quill fruit, fang flower. Are those the only ones from Aliens? I think so. I need the Realm of Magic ones too. Oh, the glow orb. That's right. I'll have to go get that one too in a second. Is there like a magical seed packet by any chance? Starter magical plants. Okay. Snap, you can't sit on the keyboard, okay? You can sit right in front of it, but you can't move onto the keyboard. Glow orb. Get to work. Glow orb. Oh, there it is. Okay. So that's planted too. Open seed packet. Open seed packet. There's only 2 from Realm of Magic, or are there 3? I don't know the answer to that. There are 2? Okay. So that's fine. I could probably put them in little garden pots then, separate. Maybe we put both of the vampire-y ones over here, kind of together. We'll put the garlic on its own. The 2 Magic Realm ones can be there. UFO, unidentified fruit object. Do I not have that one? Fang flower, quill fruit. God, there's so many of them. I hate how they make it so much harder to find this than it needs to be. Hello? I might have to get it off the gallery because I'm not enjoying finding this out of debug. Oh, is it base game? Well, this isn't gonna help me, is it? UFO plant. There you go. Oh my god, there's no space to put it. There's that. Okay. So, well, that means we've got, oh, you are a tree. I forgot about that. I need to get, you are regular. That's just 4 more plants. Were there any other ones that I'm missing? That, oh, we said death flower, didn't we? Oh my god. Put you just right there. I feel like this is a tree though. I'm pretty sure it grows as a tree. Ghost cow plant. You guys, seriously? What do you think you're asking me to do? You're over here like, how much space do you think we have? Do you hear yourselves? This is not gonna fit back here. We're talking about this part of the garden. Oh, they think they're out of season too, which is so annoying. Gardening state, blossoming. I just toggled enchantment. I don't want that. Can any go in the greenhouse? Well, I'm gonna put the regular plants in the greenhouse because the greenhouse belongs to the plant sim. I just keep hitting toggle enchantment. Oh my god. this one too. She's almost done planting them. Growth stage, blossoming. Blossoming. That one is blossoming. Okay, I guess the last thing is just that death flower then. If we wanted to put one of those too. Death flower. We can consider putting a cow plant in the front yard. I'm just a little bit stressed about how much space everything is taking up and how much little room we have. But there could be a ghost cow plant up there. That feels fun. Put it by the grave? What, like the death flower over here? Just like growing right next to the grave? I mean, you could do that. I'm gonna keep it with the garden though. I like how it looks with the garden. Okay, anything else need watered? You can water all of them real quick. Which one was the vampire? You? Maybe you should stand in the house. I don't know, just an idea for you. Oh my god. What? They're all swimming. Okay. Ew, look at this stinky garlic. That's gross. These are the spellcaster plants. I put them already. I got spellcaster plants, vampire plants, alien plants, death flower. These are fairy plants, so. Okay, I like that. I might continue this flooring, and no, actually I won't. I'm gonna start doing the plant sims room, just because it feels like fun. So I'm gonna do that now. No crystal tree. Well, the crystal tree isn't actually an occult tree, Merlin. Again, there's no space. You guys, please, I'm literally begging you, let me be done with this part. I know there are so many cool plants and like so many cool things we could put out there. I don't know. There's only so much space that we can actually use, and we don't need to have like everything that is remotely seemingly magical. I want to have the stuff that is like actually for the occults because it's an occult house. Crystals are for anybody. I hope that makes sense. This is gonna be an absolutely massive build. Bear in mind, we have the entire house and 8 sims to furnish it for, so. Just remember, we're gonna be here for a while. I got the wolfsbane. I didn't forget it, I got the wolfsbane too. Let's do like a light color for everything in here. Forbidden fruit for plant sim. Well, the forbidden thing is like a tree. Does that make sense? So I'm probably not gonna put that. Not out here. We have a very massive task that we're trying to complete right now. We can only do so much, okay? I'm gonna try this. That can be your little nightstand. This is actually a lot of the fairy stuff, but I'm gonna use it for the plant sim because as you can see, it feels right. Has small and actual fruits. That's okay. I'm not gonna put it. Guys, please, 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 let me be done. Please. I'm done with the garden outside. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna put some plants inside of the greenhouse for the plant sim too. They're gonna have like real plants in here, not magic plants. But please. We could be here all day. The thing is, we're trying to cover stuff from like 8 different packs in one build. So like, it's just, it's gonna be it's not gonna cover every single little thing, and we just have to like let ourselves accept that, because otherwise we're never gonna be done, and then we're gonna be really sad. You know? I understand there's always gonna be little parts that it's like, oh, we could try this too, but we don't need to put ourselves through all that. We got a whole house to furnish. Okay, I think that's decent as a layout, and then the rest of it can have some plants and stuff. Oh, you know what? Let's actually use, instead of the dresser, let's use this. And we can put the clothes hanging on it. That's more fun. And it's smaller, so it fits better. That's like very close though. Okay, bonsai tree. I like that. I can just put it right there in the middle. You think flower arranging table? I don't know. Do you think the flower arranging table would make sense, or would it be kind of a random... I'm scared about it taking up too much space is the main problem. Because we're not leaving ourselves much room for plants. Because I want to have some real plants too. We can definitely put some house plants in here. Probably gonna have to finish the houseplant part last though. Because I don't want it to delete itself. That looks bad. Okay. You don't see a plant sim cutting up plants. Yeah, that's the thing with the bonsai, or with the bonsai tree and the flower arranging table. That's them like destroying plants, isn't it? I wonder, what about the one from Crystal Creations? Because it's kind of small, so that might fit nicely in like these little corner parts. We don't have to do it everywhere, but on like some of them. And then there could be a houseplant up there. I wonder if it fits. Oh no, they don't want to slot up there. That is so sad. Well, we'll figure it out. Let's do this one because it's kind of whimsical. It has like, I don't know if you can see, but the tree trunk has like magic on it. Well, even if we can't do the shelves, it's still fun. Sleek bathroom one. Yeah, I was thinking about the sleek bathroom kit shelf too, but it's not as decorative. Like the sleek bathroom kit shelf is quite plain. So if we were to use that, it's kind of a different, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just kind of like, then we just be putting plants up there. Okay, I'm gonna get some more of my planter boxes then. Okay, the plant sim can have like very few actual plants. The ivy looks dead. It's only because of the lighting. That's just how the lighting is inside of these spaces. Welcome to The Sims 4, where everything will absolutely break your heart. I'm not going to use that plant curtain in here, I don't think. Let's put a really tall hanging plant over here. They can also have like a collection of the little plants like on their desk, which is also kind of fun. I kind of like that one in that color actually. Yeah, I am sort of feeling like the flower arranging table, and maybe we get rid of that thing with the clothes and we do like flower arranging table and plants instead of clothes. And we can give them the little like flower pressing. You love the clothes rail. I mean, so did I, but we want to have gameplay stuff in here. And the clothing rail doesn't really do anything. I mean, obviously, like, does it work as a dresser? I think the clothes do, but it's not actually, you don't need a dresser. It's not necessary for gameplay, so. Hey, I don't know if we're gonna finish this build today. That is really actually very stressful. I'm not gonna lie. I was planning on posting it on YouTube this weekend, so if we don't finish it, that really complicates things. I like that though. How about another taller plant? This one is from my kit. That'll be good for right here. Maybe we could do... Well, I like how that one has a little bit of flowers to it. Probably finish Greg Plant's house quickly. No, Tilly, I don't think I'm gonna finish Greg Plant's house quickly at all. No. I think it might take me 3 more streams. Like, not exaggerating. I don't think so. Oh, let's hang that right there. That's kind of cool. Maybe this is better for back here because it's tall. Yeah, if there's one thing about me, it's that I can't do a legacy house quick. That simply doesn't happen for me. I don't really like the blue. Maybe that's a lighter blue. Maybe that's better. Sure. Yeah, we could possibly work on it this Friday. So it'll be fine. I want to be able to do as many builds as possible. And so if we spend too long on one, it throws off the ability to get to more. That's not really a huge problem. It's just like something to consider, I guess. No. Oh, maybe this could have been cute. Nope, never mind. Maybe I put this thing in here. It can stay sized down. I like how it has some variety to it. Maybe they just have one of these. So there's 3 little plants total. That should work. I mean, there actually could probably be another one right here if we wanted. They can get around there. Let me buy some seed packs. No, Tay, I don't think I'm gonna use a lot of Enchanted by Nature stuff in Greg's house. The Enchanted by Nature stuff is a very opposite vibe to my Greg Plant sim, who's gonna have like modern Love Struck all black and purple furniture. So I don't really foresee myself using a lot of furniture from the pack, but I want to use like maybe the roof texture, maybe some wallpaper, you know, like there's a few things like that I'm kind of interested in trying. You just gave me like the worst options for this. The flower's okay. Starter flowers. Okay, well that's some, so that's fine. Here, you're gonna be the plant sim, so you can come look at it. Oh, that's, okay, somebody went to bed. Okay. Growth stage blossoming. One more. Hey, can you not plant that? Failed to germinate. Can I ask you why you did that? Oh, Snap's on her cat cam. Did I have the cat cam on before? She's been sitting there. I didn't really realize. Sorry. Still no? No, he's not a plant sim. He's just green, Nancy. Here. You can't make plant sims in CAS, so. Make into plant sim. Now he's a plant sim. Okay, you can go right there. Well, that feels better. I want to get some nice wallpaper. I also want to get some more of this kind of thing. Oh my god, that is horrendous. I'm finding myself a little bit frustrated by that. I'm gonna do a light green wall, just so we can have some more color. I gotta get some more plants on top of these little shelves too. Sure. What about Greenhouse Haven Kit? I scrolled way past it. Okay. That's nice. And maybe I get like a little base game one too. Just so we can have some more plants up there. I haven't painted any of the outside of the house, Jen. I have like no outside houses painted, so the outside of the greenhouse isn't painted either. I don't know why I decided to do that right now. I just felt this desire to decorate the greenhouse. I just felt like doing it, so I did it. But we haven't done anything else yet for the outside painting. What if we got like a... Well, we could do like a couple mossy rugs over here. Maybe it looks like a cute little mossy rug underneath their bed, and that's all they get. I actually kind of like it. Doesn't it seem very plant sim? Where is the greenhouse kit again? There's a couple little things, like we could probably put some little pots. Maybe they could have those on their desk. I think I could shove that in the corner back there and it would still be okay. Or actually, maybe that looks better over here. Watering can for them. We could do the, oh. I know, I wish the ivy wasn't so dark too. That's really annoying, but Sims 4 is gonna Sims 4, I guess. It does that with any of the swatches when it's inside. Like, it doesn't really matter what color we use. I guess we could make it like a really light color on purpose. And like, it's still dark, but it's maybe less jarring because it's a little bit lighter or something. Oops. That's kind of clipping, but I guess that's fine. I have the hanging cow plant already. I think that looks better. Okay, maybe that's the plant sims room done. 1 down, 7 more to go. plus the entire rest of the house. Let it save first. Okay, finally. Let's do the floor plan real quick, and then we can come back and finish the rest of the exterior. Gotta make sure we get a floor plan in here, though. Maybe the staircase could be like right there. And I could have a little tiny bathroom right there like we had talked about. I wonder if this could be one of the bedrooms for one of the occult types. I don't know. Hadn't really considered that. Maybe it works. These bathrooms are really little though. This can just be open hallway if we do it like that. Okay, there's like a big open hallway. Maybe some kind of, or this could be laundry. And then we have 2 bedrooms. Oh no, I don't really like that is that way. Okay, well there could be 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms up here. That could be nice. Probably not enough space though, huh? I need to get a ladder or something to take me up to the top floor. That's in a bad location. Maybe Maybe I could steal some space. How do you feel about that? It's really tight, but that's okay, right? The patches usually come out at 1 Eastern time glitch, and the packs also usually come out at 1 Eastern time. So the patch will probably be at the same time the pack comes out tomorrow. Just based on past experience. Maybe this could be an ensuite bathroom for the mermaid, and the mermaid could have this little room. No, the ladder can't be in the laundry room. You see how it's not in the roof part? It's very specific, but this is okay. That's just how my little ghost friend gets into their room. Maybe, yeah, the ghost has a really weird shaped room. 1 Eastern time, yeah. Always at the same time. That just deleted something and I don't know what. Oh, this. That's so annoying. Okay, so we have a bedroom down here. I guess potentially, well, maybe, I don't know. I'm wondering if there should be like a pool. Can't connect blocks from different levels. Oh my god. So it can't be on the outside edge. Let's just get like any sort of basement together. Okay, so I am kind of thinking that it might be nice if we had a really big bathroom right in the front. Yeah, the werewolf and the vampire are going to be in the basement. So we have plant sim here, possibly mermaid downstairs, not sure. Ghost upstairs, werewolf and vampire down here. We have maybe the fairy and the spellcaster could be up here. I need to find a space for the alien still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so and just the alien needs a bedroom. That's acceptable. Yeah, I like the mermaid being downstairs so they can access the pool easily too. I think it makes sense like that. Okay, maybe the ladder could be somehow like... Oh man, I really want it to be right there, but then... Maybe, well, maybe it'll be okay. I'm thinking the staircase could be just like that to get into the basement. So there's kind of like a nice entryway, hallway. Huge bathroom for them. Maybe the alien could be in this room and the mermaid could have like... That's a lot of space for the mermaid, huh? But then maybe she could have like a hot tub inside of her room or something really weird like that. I don't know. She doesn't have to sleep inside of like we don't need to have a pool inside of her bedroom. Like that really complicates the shape of everything. So we can see it because they can even use like, wrong sim. Who was the mermaid? You? I don't know. Can she sleep in a bathtub? She can also just sleep outside. Like, they're supposed to share a house. We can't have the pool touching... Oh, that's not a pool. The pool can't touch the edge is the problem. But maybe she could have, like... Oh, that's so weird. There's no door for the room. Well, I haven't finished it yet, Andrea. There's no doors really downstairs at all to any of the other rooms. It would be right there. We haven't done it yet. It's okay. There's not really doors. There's not a door to this room either. We're still working on it, so it's okay. It's a work in progress, chat. Let's see. Maybe the kitchen could be somehow like right there. It can be pretty small. I mean, the living space doesn't need to be a lot because they probably don't even want to share space. These Sims, like the living room could be there. They could have a dining table here. I think this will be fine. I really wish I could have the pool be like against the corner of the room, but it just can't. Wait, you let me put it there? Oh, I thought it wasn't gonna let me. I guess it's because of the fence, huh? Well, she can have a pool in her room then. She's fine. It just wasn't letting me do it on like this side. So I thought you couldn't do it against the edge at all, but that's no big deal. They don't all eat food, so they don't need a gourmet kitchen. That's what I was thinking too. Like, they don't even all need a kitchen at all, so. Okay, so there's 2 bathrooms downstairs, 2 bathrooms upstairs, and what will become a laundry room. In the basement, we need to figure out the layout for a werewolf and a vampire. Is that gonna clip? Yep. Bad news. No, 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 no. Don't do that. You're making me upset. Yeah, half of them don't even need bathrooms, so we have enough bathrooms as it is, I think, for it to be okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So the vampire and the wolf can share the basement. And that'll be good. Okay. Put the mermaid in the basement, open door to the pool. No, I want to put the werewolf in the basement so I can lock them down there. I also think it's kind of funny to have the 2 that hate each other, like, together. I just think that's drama. Like, isn't that exciting that vampires and werewolves are enemies and they have to share a basement? Okay. That's the layout complete. Oh my god, it's ruining things. Put this back. Let's real quick try to finish painting the walls and stuff, so it can be done. Oh, wow. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, same for like the fairies and the spellcasters, and they're up here sharing a space. Isn't that just fun? I like it. Do they need a bathroom? Well, they're not gonna have one. They're gonna be able to use the bathrooms upstairs. Though, the werewolves do, but the vampires don't need to pee. Okay, sorry, wallpaper. I was kind of picturing with this that it would just be like siding. Like I didn't really think that it would be anything too dramatic, and I thought it would just be white as well. I don't really like that one though. This one is like very white. Give the werewolf a bush. We could put a pea bush in the werewolf's room. That could be kind of exciting. I think I want to have another window, like right here. Oh, you were so high up. I just think it's so pretty like this. I don't really want it to be dark. I want it to be a light color. Very neutral, so it works for everybody. Maybe we get some kind of like wood. The newspaper rug for the werewolf to use. That's actually really fun too. Okay, we can do that. Let's get this flooring inside. Isn't that exciting in the hallways? Oh, there must be something good out there. I wonder what she sees. Guys, I don't really think that brick fits the style of this house that much. I hear you that you're like all yelling about brick, but I don't know if I really want to do a brick for the house. I don't know. I just feel like I was... Oh, must not have been that interesting because she stopped. But yeah, I was sort of picturing it being... a siding texture. I mean, there are some nice light brick tones, but I don't think the windows stand out as much when you use something like this, so I don't know. I don't know. Let's put another set of windows in this mermaid's room. The mermaid's gonna have a lot of light, natural light. I'm gonna do a gray floor. Oh, there's a lot of mixed, very mixed feelings about this in the chat. People are going really back and forth with it. It's very scary. I don't like when this happens. When there's something that's like very polarizing and everybody has different opinions about it. It makes me I'm not sure what to do. Let's put these both, maybe just one there, I don't know. I think the shingle is too much texture, Zombie, so I don't really want to do a shingle siding. I think that would be too much. Maybe I will put a window. I wasn't gonna do them over here, but maybe I will put them in this little part. I think it needs it from the outside. Can I put this even lower? Yeah, that actually helps. The roll-off magic brick is too dark, and I want it to be a little bit lighter. So I don't really want to use that. What if the top floor had... Well, it's not like a light pink, though. I want it to be light pink. The Sims 4 and light pink don't really go hand in hand, do they? That's sad. It's like the lighting is so tough from the front. You can see it a bit better back here and what it actually looks like back here. Let's put another window like right there. So we can have a little bit more on the side. I think it needs that. Can they have a pet cow plant? They have one. It's a ghost cow plant. That trellis is from high school years. There's a few different sizes of like wall trellis from high school years. And this is in Strangerville, yeah. Okay, that helps too. Well, I don't really want to put vines, Wizard. I wasn't picturing putting vines everywhere. I know there's some beautiful flower vines from Get Together. I mean, that's like one of my favorite items in the entire game. But I don't really want to put plants on the wall outside. I'm not even going to put it on the wall because people are going to freak out and not let me remove it. So I'm not going to do that. People have like a real attachment to ivy on the walls. Great, it's all of the occults. It's a house with 8 bedrooms, 1 for every single occult is what we're building. Like we're building a house for every occult is sort of the plan. Okay. I just feel like that's not quite tall enough, but maybe it's nice to have there. Then we'll have the outdoor kitchen right here. I think it's okay like this. I wish it wasn't so in the shadows. It's really hard to do. Guilty re-ivy. Yeah, I know. Chad's so funny about it. There's a couple things that like once you place it, you can't undo it. You can't even like bring it up because people like get so excited about the idea of it that like even if it looks kind of weird, they're still like you should do it anyway. And it's genuinely any sort of ivy or plants on the wall at all. Also plants on the roof. Like if you try and do anything like that even before this update, like maybe more so before the update, if you even threaten to have some kind of like rooftop garden or something, you don't even say the word out loud because people are going to lose their minds and then you can't undo it. Also bookcase doors. If you even approach the subject of bookcase door, like you can't, you can't go back. And sometimes glass roofs as well. Like people really like them. So cat cafe, yeah, that is that too. You throw out the idea of a cat cafe, there's no going back. It's kind of funny. And it's like a collective feeling. It isn't even like one person. It's like every person feels that way collectively. And moat for some reason. But I think that the moat thing started out as a joke. They weren't as serious about the moat as they are now. Now they really are serious about the moat. Okay, what about some more Enchanted by Nature stuff? I like this little pot. That could be kind of nice by the front door. Maybe I size it down one. Maybe I'll use the doormat. We could use the gnome's doormat. Have we considered a moat for the mermaid? Oh my god. The gnomes are kind of like an occult now, right? Should we use it? By the front door. It sort of counts when you think about it. Moat is out, lazy river is in. Oh wait, that's kind of fun. That's a really, really big porch so I can fit the fan up there. Who needs a security system when you have a moat? I guess we could do some decorative gnome stuff on the front. The patio can be kind of like gnome themed, I suppose. Cause there's like occult gnomes for a bunch of the different occults now. Gnome Dolph, see? Grim Reaper, Werewolf Gnome. So we could use a few of them outside. Maybe this one could be nice. Like, we could have some more plants over here. This one's kind of guardian of the gnome lixie. That's good too. Do you come in any other colors? Nah. The gnomes are kind of menacing. No, they actually kind of are. Why does it feel like it's a little bit much? Maybe I should space them out a little bit more so they're like less... They're like too concentrated in the front. We might want to have them be like around the front, not just all in one place. Let me do some money cheats again. Oh, I guess, well, should we put the ghost gnome next to the ghost cow plant, or is it better to spread out the ghostiness? Because I'm kind of wondering if it's better to have the ghost stuff like around instead of all together. These windows are life and death, Queen Cami. Spread the ghostiness. Okay, that's kind of how I felt about it too. So I'm glad we feel the same. Shall I put a rocking chair? I don't really like it. Let's get some more garden pots. I can do my own like little bits of custom plants in these, and that'll be nice. This one's not even an occult gnome, it's just like a regular gnome, but we can use it. We're in Strangerville right now. I was thinking, because we're trying to build a house that has space for every single one of the occults in game in it, right? And when I was trying to think about what world to live in, it's tough because you don't want to play favorites and live in like the vampires world if you're trying to have all of the occults. So then we thought, well, what if we did it in Strangerville? Because this is a strange concept. So that was kind of the idea. I actually don't even know if it needs anything else on this little porch. It might be all right. What if I put you over here and then we like doubled up with the little pots? Maybe I could get a third little pot right here. But it's a strange house. Oh, let's do this. This is like a fairy house item from Get Together, believe it or not. Or Growing Together. God, I always say that I know what I'm trying to say and then I say the wrong one. Get Together and Growing Together are way too similar of pack names. Like way too similar. They shouldn't have done that. They're like basically the same thing. It's hard. Garden pot. They're tragically named. Obsessed with calling it tragic. That's hilarious. Okay, those can go over here. I wonder if there's any other sort of like skill building thing. Maybe we could put a woodworking table on this patio. You're gonna need a lot of space to work on stuff and skill build if you're gonna be playing in a house with 8 Sims, so woodworking feels fun. Do a gnome circle in the attic? Well, the attic belongs to the ghost, so I don't really want to like take over the ghost's whole thing and put gnomes up there. Okay, and you, that's like purple. I don't really want it to be purple. I want pink. This one? Yeah, that could work. That's like a purpley pink, so maybe that's what we need. Okay. Some kind of like back door. We don't have any servos in this house, Gray, no. We have all of the other occults that you can make in cast, except plant sim you can't make in cast. I just made a sim that was green and then turned them into a plant sim in game, but we've got all the other occults. Servos are one of the, like, kind of a weird one. Servos and plant sims are kind of similar, I think, in, like, being a kind of weird, not full occult type. But we didn't put a servo in this one. We already had 8 sims, so there wasn't really room for it. Tray. Let's get a drink tray. Maybe they could have like some lemonade outside. They're gonna love that. You did a poll and 80% of chat doesn't consider servos occults. That's kind of how I feel about it too. So I'm glad that we're all like in agreement about that, because I also am not super sure that servos are an occult. A servo is one of the robots that you can make from university. They're like a real sim. You can add them to your household, but I just feel like it's not the same as like the occults. Like when we're talking about like werewolves, a servo and a werewolf just don't have the same. Servos are kind of just like a human sim that can't eat. and can float around a little bit and like maybe can get a couple upgrades added to them. Yeah, they're like a type of sim, but maybe not the same as an occult. Servos are science, not magic. There you go. I mean, I like them. I play with a servo in my legacy challenge. I really like her, but doesn't mean that she's an occult, you know? I think that's really subjective, though. So, I don't know. We already have 8 sims. So we don't really need to have more than that in here. We've already got it bad enough. I'm gonna put a couple little greenhouse things outside of the door, because I think that would be kind of nice to extend the greenhouse space out a little bit, right? And then we maybe want to get some lounge chairs. You know, so the vampires can rest out in the sun. Perfect, perfect. They're gonna love that. Let me look at some more of the stuff from the Riviera Retreat kit. How much further over can I put those? No, servos don't turn into a ghost once they die. I think when a servo dies, it just like straight up disappears. So that definitely contributes to the weird, like, not an occult question. Because they're not really the same. Like, yeah, they can die. A servo, if they die, they can, like, basically, like, a servo can't get wet. So if you have a servo get wet, then gone. There is a servo grave, yeah. But you don't have a servo ghost or anything like that, weirdly. Let's see. I'm gonna put like, maybe I'll just use the one from Perfect Patio. We're almost done with the outside now, so that'll be fun. I think I'm gonna do the fairy room next. We're gonna kind of jump around with the furniture a little bit. Okay. Oh no. That is exceptionally annoying. Wow, really? You're gonna do that? I guess I can put an end piece instead. I don't really like them being that color. I feel like it needs to be white for it to match better. Silver? Yeah, clipping is super bad. I don't really like that at all. I like how that looks though. I think it's kind of neat to have this little space back here. Then they can have a pizza oven. Because, you know, all my occults need to be able to make their pizza. No, plant sims don't have a special grave because plant sims aren't even really an occult either. Plant sims are a weird temporary sim state. So I would really hesitate to describe plant sims as being an occult as well. But I did put them inside of the house. Mostly, like, honestly, if Enchanted by Nature wasn't coming out tomorrow, and like, you know, because that pack has like a couple of improvements to plant sims, a couple, not a lot, but a couple, I probably wouldn't have put the plant sim in here either. But this will be fine. Forgot it was tomorrow. Yeah, it comes out really soon. It's kind of exciting. Riviera Retreat again. I mean, I wasn't really planning on putting a plant sim Annie. I was planning on, when I set out to do this, I wasn't even going to use a ghost. What my plan for this today was to do all of the occults that are listed as occults in CAS. Like when you press like add occult sim, and then that pop-up opens with like the vampires, the werewolves, the mermaids, the aliens, and the fairies. That's what I was planning on doing today. But chat wanted a couple extra, so here we are now. With the plant sims and the ghosts too. But that wasn't my original plan. It's fine. It's fun to have them, but I wasn't picturing them the whole time. No, they haven't fixed any of the bugs, Ghastly, because there hasn't been an update yet. There's going to be an update tomorrow, but there hasn't been one yet, so. Okay, I actually think that that's the entirety of the outside, so that's good. Exterior is complete. I want to go work on the fairy room now. We have fairy and spellcaster, and they're going to go in these two spaces. Which one do you think should have... Maybe we do the spellcaster with the ensuite bathroom, because they can actually use the toilet. So they have more of a need for it, and then the fairy can have this room. That feels fine to me. What? You're so squeaky, Snap. It's kind of funny. Let's do something like really mystical and fun. Oh, Bertha, I stream at this time every Wednesday. So it's an early stream from like my regular weekly schedule, but I do go live at this time Wednesdays always. Yeah, that was Snap that squeaked. She's really weird and squeaky these days. But that was her that squeaked, yeah. It's kind of cute. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Thought it was a guinea pig. That's really funny. I wonder if in here, you know what, maybe instead of this, what if I give the fairy like a very much outdoor feeling little space? What if I put plants in here too? And then we like really decorated it and we put like a fairy house instead of anything else. That might be kind of cool. There is a fairy house outside, so my sim will have options, but we can have another one in here. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, we could do like the cloudy ceiling from Horse Ranch. Yeah. And then we can have like this kind of fun light. Do you have any fun oh, wow. That's cool. Well, we could use the other fairy house. We could do like the log one. Oh, they could have a doll house too. That's cute, actually. I love that as a concept. That's pretty fun. Only problem is this log one is like really dark wood only, but that's okay. Let's put a doll house. Can I size this part down and scoot it? Okay, let's find a dollhouse. Dollhouse. This is the one from Enchanted by Nature. So we could use that. How far can I scoot that into the wall without it clipping? Right there? Okay, so the fairy can sleep in there or inside of the fairy house. They've got options. I like that. Let's get some more of the little plants in here. We can use the other fairy plants too. Like these. I kind of want it, oh my god, you can't even rotate that how I want it to. I was gonna say, I kind of want it to be all like this blue color, like blue and green. I don't really want to add extra accent colors too much, which might seem really weird, but I just kind of like that it's like, oh, you're so annoying. But I don't know, I just kind of like that it feels very like enchanted forest with it all being like this. I don't know if that makes sense. They can actually bathe inside of the fairy house, Misty, so they'll be able to do that too. Yeah, it's just nice and cohesive this way. I don't know. I think it looks cool. Should I have a balcony? Well, it's probably not going to happen for us. There's a balcony out in the hallway, but I don't know about a balcony for the fairy room in particular. They could maybe have like a little fake one. They're probably not going to get a full one, unfortunately, for them. I would be open to doing something like that. simple. I think if we tried to put a door there, it would distract from the vibes of my house. Like, I think it should be decorative and pretend. Oh, you need to go back to where you were. Sorry, to my dollhouse. Okay. We can pretend that they can get tiny and fly out the window. That's a cute idea. Well, and also, genuinely, like, with how the fairies work, they could just teleport out there. They don't even need a door, because they can instantly fly around. So though she doesn't even need it. I'm gonna put the bookshelf from the fairy pack. Oh my gosh. Well, that's just the coolest thing ever. Let's do another one. It's so cool. Let's see about some more of the little shelves, because there's also these really cute mushroom shelves. We could do these ones and put them around on like a bunch of the walls. Oh my goodness. Maybe... Oh, should I have done this thing? I didn't have this in the other room where I had talked about adding it because it didn't quite fit. Should I put it in here now? It kind of looks like it has fairy clothes on the clothing rack if you like get the clothes out. Like they look like they would belong to a fairy, so it does kind of work. Wow, there's not a lot of space in here. Maybe they could have like a chair. Oops. Won't that block the door? What, this right here? That's not blocking the door. It's fine. Oh no, the mirror would have been better. Oh, wait. Can I put that over here? Oh gosh. You can't really put it on an angle in this space because it's pretty tight. But we can do it anyway. Okay, they're gonna have to have like the mushroom stool from Cottage Living. Because there's not really a lot of space for it otherwise. Maybe it could be in the lighter blue color. That's cute. No, I don't really want to do just the one bookshelf because I really like how the bookshelf feels like a really cool... Oh no, it should be the blue one. The bookshelf to me feels like a really neat addition to the room. Like I just think it's nice to have the thing filling up the whole wall. I think it needs that. What if I put another one of these? I'm kind of sizing them down. I'm just putting mushrooms like everywhere, but I feel like it helps. Can I get another one of you? It only fits in like very specific places because of the roof. I don't even think that this mirror is technically functional anymore, but do you mind? Because I don't. Well, that looks bad. Yeah, I don't mind the mirror not being functional. I think it's fun. The bookshelves look like broccoli. They kind of do, don't they? That's really funny. Okay. Vibes over functionality. Yeah, I mean, they don't need... The thing is, like, that's not the only mirror that'll be in the house. So if you really desperately need access to a mirror, you can just use one in a different room. And then that's fine. And they can use the clothing rack too, so that works. Okay, let's do the spellcaster room next. While we're upstairs. I have a fairy house. This is a fairy house right here. This is the early purchase content one. So we do have a fairy house in there. Functional mirrors belong in the bathroom. That exactly. Okay, Realm of Magic. Let's look at everything from Realm of Magic for the spellcaster. They do also have a bathroom, which is nice for them. Oh, you're clipping a little bit. They're gonna need this, which is gonna be a whole thing. We have some artwork. I can put these in here. I'm just kind of like shoving some stuff that I might want to use. All right, listen. The double bed. How are we feeling about that as an item? Because it's really nice. Like, it is really, really nice. But is it too much? I don't think it's too much. It's never too much. I really like the furniture in Realm of Magic. It's so nice. It's just too good. I think it should be like a totally different wood color. I don't really know what color we're looking for. See, I like the look of those flowers the best. And I like this one with the moons, but I don't really want it to be black in here. But maybe the black and purple is nice. Might be nice. You just get like a dark floor color. Black and purple is cool. We could do a gray floor instead of it being true black, because the black is kind of dark. Well, actually, maybe it doesn't matter that much. I don't know. Crystal Creations wallpaper. Oh, that could be fun. Crystal Creations. Well, the problem with Crystal Creations is that it's not really purple. I mean, it comes in that color, which is okay. What about the... I don't know what kind of purple rugs we have access to. Yeah, Life and Death walls might work too. There's a bunch of options that could be okay. I wish that this had like more of a pastel purple to it. It could also be blue instead. Snap, you're on my arm. I can't move my stuff. And the dark blue is all right. It feels kind of magical. There's also that paranormal wallpaper, but I don't think that paranormal comes in purple either. There's a real lack of purple in this pack. There's like ghosty stuff from vampires. If we wanted to use the ghosty vampire stuff, that's like more of a true purple. But it's less of a pattern. So I don't know what's better. You didn't notice the cat? That's okay. She was like laying on my arm, so she was down. You couldn't see her. Are there any purple rugs that might, or purple curtains, I mean, that might be nice? Not you. Does the hutch come in black? That is the black swatch, is it not? Oh, it's like a dark brown. When it was darker in here, I thought it was black. I don't think the burgundy will look good with this, Louisa, because I really like the paranormal wallpaper. It's one of my favorites in the whole game. I just think that like a reddish burgundy color with this like cool toned blue and purple bed probably wouldn't really work, you know? Cat cam's back. I don't want to use those again, I guess. Maybe we just get dark curtains. I don't know. It's okay like this. Lighting. Realm of Magic. Oh, I like how that has like a floating crystal. That's so cool. Going to need a lot more money. Yeah, we've already done like multiple money cheats, so it's okay. We'll be fine. We'll definitely cheat for some more money soon. Yeah, I don't know what she's seeing out the window. I hear a lawnmower, but it sounds pretty distant. Like, the lawnmower sounds like it's probably a few houses down. So, I don't think that it is that she's looking at. Because she could probably see into the next door neighbor's yard, but I don't think it's the next door neighbor's mowing right now. That's nice, I guess. Yeah, there's like brooms that are hanging. We could put brooms in here. We can get like a shelf with some crystals. But we could get like this kind of thing could be nice. Maybe that could go right there. That brings the white over a little bit more. In the Plant Sims room, I used this. I think I might use it again. Oh, let's get some of the books from the Book Nook kit. Because that could be kind of cool. Like some stacks of books. I like the idea of that. To fit in some of the corners. You know? Put these in some other colors too. There could be some right there and another color. Just around. What else? I guess I want a wand and like the wand shelf item. This is wand storage. I think that's floating a little bit, but I guess that's not, I mean, it's not really a problem, is it? For it to be floating, like, it's kind of, it's magic. Oh, some candles could be neat. That's cool. Those ones are like, these are candles from Paranormal. I actually am not mad about that as an option of things to use, but maybe I shouldn't do it here. Can I get a shelf and put some candles on it right here? Nope, that's bad. You can do that. I don't think I want to make the candles floating throughout the space. I feel like if I make the candles floating, it's going to be a little bit much. So I'm kind of scared of that, I think. If I just look at crystals. I didn't mean to look at those crystals. I know Get to Work has a couple of crystals in it. I'm just thinking like what's easier for me to filter by to find them, but they'll come up if I scroll fast enough. Oh my gosh, I should have filtered by base game. What am I doing? We're getting there. We're now in the debug collectibles. Okay. See, this like alabaster one might be kind of nice. I put like 2 of them up there. One could be big, one could be small. Oh, the geodes are kind of cool. Maybe I'll put this geode on a shelf. I want like a blue crystal. Oh, that one's actually really nice. Do I ever paint the ceilings? I do. I think I meant to and then forgot in the other room. We literally had a whole discussion about how we wanted to use the sky one from Horse Ranch. And then I didn't do it. I was gonna put the sky one from Horse Ranch in here. Cause look at this. Isn't that fun? Geodes are a Get to Work collectible. You can find them in space. Okay. Like at the magic realm, or not magic realm, the alien realm or whatever, 6M. That's where you can get them. Yeah, you can paint the ceilings. They added that right before Horse Ranch came out. I really like ceiling paint for like special circumstances. I don't personally feel a huge desire to paint the ceiling in like every build that I do, because sometimes it's just a house and like the ceiling is probably just white like it would be in real life. But there are some times where like in this sort of situation too, like having a cloud ceiling in this room is really fun. So I might get another geode. I love that crystal moon mirror from Werewolves, but I just don't think it's gonna fit inside of this room. There's not really a lot of wall space. We're gonna have a werewolf room, so we can put it in there. Oh, maybe I could do this. That's purple. But see, there's like not really any wall space left for that. Okay, I guess we're gonna do black. Black and silver. In here. Bathroom. There is a sink from Realm of Magic, but I just like, I don't like it. I know you guys want the werewolves thing in here, but bear in mind it's really big. So I love this mirror. Like, don't get me wrong, it's one of my favorite mirrors in the entire game, but it's pretty big. So kind of just depends if it'll fit with the sink. It's not a very big space. This is Life and Death. Does it have a black and silver? It has black and black, I guess, which is maybe fine. I don't know. Okay. Move up the mirror, what, and like raise it up? Once you start doing that, then they start to cause you some problems for gameplay. I don't like it. No, you can't size down mirrors. They break. I just don't think that this is good for in here. I think this will be great for inside the werewolf's room. But I just don't think that that mirror is what we want. I know you want the mirror. I understand. I like the mirror too. We're on the same page. I just don't know if it fits in here, okay? Please don't get mad at me. I really like it. I just don't know if it's gonna work. It's just too big. Realm of Magic does have a tile, but I don't really like it. Maybe we want something more like... Ugh. I don't know if I like that either. She must see something good. She's still looking out the window. These ones are interesting, but it's still not really the purpley tone of my dreams. Maybe I'll just use a vampire's wallpaper in here. Different one than what we had before. I'm scared of the fairy tile. Here's the thing. I don't really want to use the fairy tile. Well, A, this is not in a good spot for it. I could possibly move that door over and then use it. But you know how the fairy pack has that really beautiful new like wall decal that you can use as tile? You have to put the door in a very specific place. I don't know. That one's kind of a pretty color though. We just can't have it be off center because otherwise this would clip with it. And that's bad news. I do like the color. It's like the exact right color. Yeah, I feel like I love the tile decals. Like I really like the tile decals. They're just one of those things that you can really only use in very specific circumstances, which makes them a little bit hard to use at times because it has to be such a specific circumstance for them to like make sense and work. So they're fun and I enjoy them, But I also think that like maybe I wish I had it as a decal and as a wallpaper. Like if they had given me both, perhaps that would be better. I don't know. It's just hard. It's just hard. I'm gonna use the Magic Realm thing. I don't really like this creamy color down here, but the blue ones are too much. You're wrong. This is, I mean, that's probably better because it's darker. Let's try that. The picture is clipping with the door in the bedroom. Oh, I know. I was gonna move them. I had to move the door over so I could put the tile in there. So I was planning on moving the pictures. Just had to wait until I finished the bathroom. The door was further over before, but you can't have the door over because, see? Bad news. That's not gonna work. What about one with magic? What else do we have that we can use in here? I'm just looking for decor, basically. Maybe I could scoot you over. Not a lot of options, and the cat's gone. We've been abandoned. It gets worse. Let's try this thing, small. What's that that's clipping? Oh, it's just this again. Tiniest little bit. That works. I kind of want to have like some kind of bathroom cabinet or something for storage, but they just don't really come in any colors that would be nice. Like, look, these don't match at all. You think dark behind the tiles? Well, I'm trying to bring in some more of the white because we have these white doors. Like, this door has to be white. So I was trying to use some of the white and like bring in like the light color that's in part of the tile. It was intentional, just trying to have more of that light tone. Oh, the life and death one might be good. That's a good point. Is it just under surfaces? Yeah, look at this. Oh my goodness, it's huge. But it could work. Okay. I think that's good for that bathroom. Let's not dwell on it too much. It's just a bathroom. I actually like how this is coming along. It's so fun how different the rooms are. Like, they're so completely different from each other. Oh, is it clipping? I have to scoot it over again. That's not really a problem. We would have noticed when I went to decorate the hallway, and then it wouldn't have been an issue. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the mermaid's room next. This one's gonna be completely different. Like, could not be further from what we've been doing. They're gonna have sand on the ground too. Should we try like a tile trim? Is that nice to like connect the two? I think I like it. Let's change the water color to be sparkly for the mermaid. When I did a mermaid room in the past, I tried to have the wallpaper look kind of like clouds. I don't really know if I want to do that again. I'm not super sure. I do know I want to have like plain, like cloud ceiling. But we had used like, look, let me show you the one. I have done this thing before. And I'm showing you this because I don't want to do it, okay? So don't yell at me. But there's like a wallpaper that kind of has like a sunsetty tone to it. And then I put like cloud decals on top of it. I just don't know if I liked it. And since I've done it before, I'm kind of like, about it. So maybe like a tile sort of situation would be better because it's something I haven't used as much. Or it could even be like as simple as being like stone. I don't know. really like that. And let's pause on the wallpaper. Let's just make it blank for a second. Let's take a pause and maybe try and put some furniture in. And once we have like a furniture color scheme, I think that'll help us with knowing what we want it to look like in there. Because we don't need to pick the wallpaper first. I usually do it last anyway. But then once we know like, oh, I love this lounge chair swatch, then that can help affect the color of the wall. So I am gonna give her a lounge chair. I think that feels very necessary. It could be as simple as this one too. Do we want to have 2 lounge chairs? It's kind of like a double bed for my mermaid. No bed? Yeah, they sleep in the pool. The pool is the bed, but we still want to have other furniture, and like lounge chairs are fun to like relax in nearby. So I'd like to use those. I want to put some more of the island living furniture just in general, because I really like some of this stuff. Oh my god, that is wacky. We could get some pictures of fish, possibly. Definitely not hanging up fish. I feel like that's traumatizing for a mermaid, to have fish hung up on her wall. This could be a nice little item. Oh, see, I like how it has that wood tone and then like a little bit of blue in the curtain. I think that's cool. This mermaid treasure chest is cool. Okay, debug. What about, oh, I didn't need to go all the way into debug. Oh my gosh. I was looking for a table, but I guess maybe like some decorative palm trees could be nice too. There is like coral in debug also. If we wanted to put some of that in here, we could put some of it at the base of her pool. It's, well, the lighting looks so ugly. Oh my gosh. Maybe if we put some rocks too. Yeah, we'll have to put some lights so it's not so bad. Can I have these like filling in a lot of the ground even though it's coming out of... I don't really mind it being outside of the room much. Like, I think it's kind of nice like that, so I might try and see. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can get some lighting in there. Well, I made some Sims, Sarah, but I didn't make them for real. I just randomized, like, randomize a mermaid, randomize a spellcaster, just so I would have them in the house so we can test a couple things when we're playing. I'm not really a huge cast on stream kind of person, as a lot of you may have noticed. I find it really overwhelming to do on stream, and I just don't really like doing it on stream, so I don't really have a desire to do, like, proper casts all that often. Well, that makes it glowy and kind of magical. Maybe that's cool. There's like that little bubbly thing. This is like a Steam releaser. Let me see what that looks like in live mode. Oh yeah, bubbles. That's even better than Steam. Okay, good. And we could also possibly put some of the pond effects. Like, these are some fish. How does that look? Show me fish. Oh my god, yeah. Just occasional fish swimming around. That's the ocean right there. Okay, perfect. Perfect. We could maybe even get, if we wanted to... Oh, you don't like that idea? That's like a little bit of glowing that might pop up sometimes. That's so cool. Okay, I know. I hear you. Don't worry, Snap. I hear you. I think the swans will be too big, Sarah, so I don't think it'll fit. Otherwise, that would be fun. I just don't think that it'll work. Okay, I hear you. The cat cam is on. Oh, never mind. She's coming over here. She has a lot to say today, doesn't she? I guess you don't really need a bathtub because you're gonna have all of this lovely beachy stuff instead. I might put some plants in here like we had upstairs. I might try and do some of the island living ones. I'm thinking like maybe we put... Can I have that scoot out? Oh no, because it's too high up. Okay, duh. We just want it to feel like it's a beach. Is that okay like that? Any clipping? Just a little bit right there. Okay. Could either be a mermaid's room or Eliza Pancake's room. Well, we can put some of the flip-flop lights. That might be kind of fun too. See how we feel about them. Let's just put this like right here. Snappy, do you think we should add in one of these little guys by their lounge chair and we can have these lights on it too? I wanted to get my treasure chest. I literally had a whole plan about getting a treasure chest. And then I didn't finish adding it in. We'll put that right there. Yeah, there are shells. We can put them just on the ground possibly. This is like the fancy one. But there's a couple small ones. I have to look them up, like, probably based on... Maybe I should just go into the Island Living debug and scroll through it. Are the shells in the Island Living debug, or are they not? You know what? I feel like I remember trying to find them before and then realizing that they weren't in debug at all, the shells. Might have to get them off the gallery, which is kind of annoying. Oh, let's do sand at the base of that. That helps too. Well, actually, it looks better blue. Never mind. Maybe it looks better blue. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. I have some of these too. We can put those in here. I like this little guy. Okay. Anything else? Maybe one of these bushes, but like really small. It's kind of cute. The flip-flop lights are because Mermaid likes to collect human stuff. That's kind of fun. I don't think that they're gonna have a mirror or a wardrobe, chat. I don't foresee that happening for us. Why must you be like a little bit the wrong size? It's not gonna fit on any of the walls then. I don't like that at all. Do they size down okay or do they get weird? Oh my gosh. Let's see if this like miraculously decides to fit if I put it this way. No, because why would it? You can scoot them out a little bit. And this should fit with it scooted out a little bit. So that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna look up the seashells. Okay, seashell. Yeah, island living seashells. Whoa! That's cool. Well, these are even sized up. I don't want them sized up. I just want to use them like kind of around the floor of the room. Normal string lights are also beachy. Yeah, but isn't it fun to have the like funky ones? The seashell ones? How far are we? We've done the mermaid room, the plant sim room, the fairy room, and the spellcaster room. So we still have werewolf, vampire, and ghost, and alien. So we're about halfway done with the bedroom furnishing. The whole outside of the house is done, but we haven't started decorating the inside really yet, like in the shared common spaces or anything. So we have that left to do as well. I think we'll probably have to work on this tomorrow. I don't think we're gonna be done today. Is that the default size of it? I think it is. The mermaid sleeps in the water. That's how mermaids work. They can sleep in the water. It's kind of cool. Okay. Should I size that one down too? Make it really little? Maybe you as well. Okay, seashells. Let's see if we can get any, little things like this. Yeah, it'll be kind of fun. Maybe tomorrow we could work on this. Like, cause I'm gonna stream twice tomorrow. I'm gonna go live right about this time tomorrow at noon Eastern time. It's currently 11:47. So we could probably work on finishing this as we do like our countdown for the pack to come out. And then maybe start something else afterward. I feel like that would work. So we can do it tomorrow. I was planning on building tomorrow, so we can just work on this build. That's no problem. I like that right there. That's nice. Any other little bits of decor that could be nice? Maybe we could have like, I don't really like how they slot on there though. Maybe just one of them. Did they ever fix fishing in Sulani? I actually don't know the answer to that question. They said they did. I was able to fish in Sulani last time I was there, but does that mean it's fixed for everybody, completely fixed? I don't actually know. So I'm not sure. Oh, she could have towels maybe. That could be nice too. Fixed for you? Okay, good. Yeah, I haven't had problems with it, but I didn't want to outright say like, yeah, they fixed it, because they said they did, but like, did it actually get fixed? Did it actually work? This fix they claim they made? Oops. Can I put one of these little pots right next to this thing instead? Oh, I think that looks cool. We don't even need to fill up the shelves completely, I don't think. Oh, the messages in a bottle. That's cute. Bottle. Yeah, these might be fun as a thing to add up there. We could also get like one of the little ship things first. Wait. Boat? Well, I wasn't gonna use that, but maybe I will. I was gonna use like the pirate ship looking one. Yeah, there's a skinnier mermaid vase too, but I kind of like that one. I think it's nice. Maybe they could have some books. Okay, I need to place that custom again. Oh, sorry. Alt place. Okay. Feels very mermaid-like. What about curtains? Island living. I guess we don't really fit the other things in there anymore, but that's okay. It's not really a good spot to have the message in a bottle anymore, but I'm not mad about that. Really? That's like ever so slightly the wrong height. think maybe if we had, I mean, some undersea photos might be kind of nice for this sim to have in here. I don't love the black frames on them, so maybe I don't want that. But maybe we could have like, is there anything really beachy that's not in a frame? Anything really blue? There's only one that I can think of. It's that, not Parenthood, it's Kids Room stuff. I mean, it might be fun just to use because it is very beach. I know some people were talking about putting a mirror over here, but I don't know if I should do that or not. Yeah, there's a beach picture, like, there's a base game one that's kind of beachy too, but I don't like the frame on it. There's a couple of these, like this one's kind of islandy. But you see what I mean by the frame? I don't know if I want to use that in here. Yeah, the bathroom kit has a bunch of under the sea decals. I just don't really know if I want to use those either. I struggle with decals because I just feel like sometimes the decals have like a little bit of a weird lighting on them. And it's not so fun how it's like so flat, I guess. But we can look at them. Because they have like these little under the sea. I don't really want to put them in the pool. I'd rather have them be like out of the pool and on the wall just for fun. I think I want it to be really blue, the wallpaper in here. I don't think I like that sunset one. This is from the fairy pack. It's not what I wanted really, but it's still nice. Colors, blue. Nah, not that one. Oh, this is like a really light blue color, which isn't so offensive. It's kind of subtle. That's not so bad. More of a seascape. Guys, I don't think I can use the sailboat wallpaper. I don't think that I can in good conscience use that sailboat wallpaper. You think, oh, the wedding stories one. That might work. I forget if it comes in blue. Oh yeah, it doesn't. It has gray. That's not good. What about Riviera Retreat? I know we looked at the stone from that kit before. I mean, that's like the other option is maybe we do that on a few of the walls and then we have blue as like an accent color. I think that makes this part look bad. I do like the stone though. I really like how this looks, how you can see the fish in there. Greek 5 with white stone. Isn't this the lightest swatch of the stone? Where did you go? Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's the lightest swatch. The trim on the pool is from Riviera Retreat as well. Okay, I think that that works for the mermaid's room. I like how this makes it look like the sky is back there behind the plants too. So I'm okay with it. You think blue on the door wall? I don't like the blue touching the pool. That's why I didn't put it there, because I don't like how the blue looks when it's up against the pool. Okay, shall we do the alien room now? And maybe that could be the last room for the stream, because I'm probably gonna end stream relatively soon-ish. So we can do the alien one next. Can we see her sleep in the pool? Yeah, we can look at it. This one's the alien. I mean the mermaid, not alien. That's her sleeping in her pool. I think the decals look odd on the stone. I mean, I think the decals look odd no matter what, so I don't really mind too much. I kind of just think they're fun to have a chance to use them. Well, enough. So the question you asked, is it a room for every occult or a house for every occult? It's one house that fits every occult. I feel like when you say each room's a different occult, you're kind of describing like when you do like the kitchen, but it's a vampire kitchen, like a challenge. We're building a house where 8 occult sims live together. So there's gonna be like common space that isn't like designated to just one occult type. But it's a house where all the occults live together. So there's some overlap. Like we have this like magic garden. It's got vampire plants and alien plants and fairy plants. Like they're all kind of together in one space. Did the ghost just get eaten by the cow plant? Maybe. Well, you can't die again, so I guess it's fine. When I did an alien room, the last time I built an alien house, I used from Get Famous the like sleep pod item. I feel like we should do that again. Oh, we're so back. Occult roommates, yeah. Even saying like every bedroom's a different occult feels like a little bit not enough, because there's still gonna be stuff like the ghost has a graveyard outside. Like there's still stuff outside for them. And like they'll have stuff in the hallways too that belongs to them. So we're trying not to have it be like so. You think in the bay window? I didn't like how tight it was. I don't like how it's almost touching the wall. But we're not gonna worry about the layout yet. I'm just gonna start getting furniture and then we can figure out the layout once we have more furniture in. Because we might change our minds once we have like a desk, you know? Because all of a sudden there's like desks that we have to add in and dressers we have to add in, and there's going to be less space than we think, and then we can change it up. I kind of want to get the, I don't think it's going to fit in here, but you know what I would love to have is like the microscope item. Wouldn't that be cool? It just is like so big, it doesn't fit in the room at all. So that's sad. Vertically in the bay window, what, like over here? I mean, we'd have to get rid of some of this. Like, they can't get back here anymore if we did that. You also can't put a telescope inside the house. You can only go outside. Well, there's like the little chemistry tables and stuff. We can do that instead. Chemistry lab. We can have a chemical analyzer for the alien too. Make it exciting. Balcony with telescope. Oh, there can't be a balcony right here. That's not gonna happen. Not right here. Oh, what if we had this instead? That's so cool. That's like the portal to 6M. Scientist unlock desk? Maybe. This is from Strangerville. I was kind of trying to see if we could use more stuff from other packs. There's like a fun glass one that's an unlock. I don't know if you mean like this one instead. Oh, the rope or the element collection could be kind of fun. Can the bed be centered in the bay window? What, like put it up here? I mean, maybe, yeah. We could have it be like kind of in the middle of the room instead, if that's what you mean. Okay, I said element collection. I think that's okay. Is there any other flooring that's like... Yeah, I feel like sometimes like this kind of thing might be all right. Doesn't look as good with this because like when it's blank and that is centered, it feels a bit nicer. Diagonal in the bay window. I feel like that's a waste of space. At least this way they can get around it. Element thingy is broken at the moment. Oh, I don't really care about that. I mean, like I never use it for real. That doesn't matter too much to me. It's mostly just there out of vibes. But if dragging is broken, that'll do it. It won't work. But hopefully it'll be fixed by tomorrow, so that's not really a problem. Well, the reason I didn't put it horizontal in the bay window is I think it's too tight. I don't like how it's almost touching the walls. So we were gonna try and see about having it centered. I thought maybe it was kind of cool to have it be like floating in the middle of the room. We don't have to keep it, but that was my reasoning for putting it there. Comfy gamer kit. Alien inside alien lamp. Oh, Strangerville has that huge like flying saucer light, doesn't it? Yeah, we can make the lights kind of neon. It'll be kind of cool. Maybe this is better. We could use them both. No, the bed won't work size down. Let's do it green. No, Moobot's not a real person. There's a bunch of chat bots that people use on Twitch where basically I go on like the chat bot website and I say, make a new command. And then I say, !YouTube. And then I type out, here's a link to my YouTube channel. So basically it's just a way to like call upon stuff that I had previously typed. And then we can put it on a timer in chat. So it sends things that I've previously typed in chat on a timer. So that way it like answers people's questions. It posts links to things, you know, that kind of stuff. It's just like a pre-programmed little robot. I don't really like the curtains. I don't know. Gotta decide which bot to use. I picked one about 8 years ago, Sage. And it was one that I liked about 8 years ago. I don't really, yeah, there wasn't a lot of, at the time I liked it better than like Nightbot and like some of the other ones. People use like the Stream Elements bot sometimes and things like that too. I liked it better at the time, and I've just stuck with it ever since. So that's how I decided, I guess. I'm gonna get a little alien computer, too. Yeah, I don't really care about, like, some people have, I don't know, there's, like, better bots now. But I sort of like my little Moobot. I like that it has a super long sub. It's been subbed for 92 months to my channel, like, so I kind of like my little Moobot, even though it isn't like the best bot that's out there. I probably wouldn't, if I were to make a new channel and like set up a new bot today, I probably wouldn't do Moobot, but I don't, like, it works fine and I like her, so I use it. But people have like preferences now that are different. Not really anybody uses Moobot anymore, but she's fine to me. So it can stay. Moobot is family. Yeah, exactly. We can't just get rid of her after all this time. Just abandon my bot? No. I'm gonna get rid of this window. I don't think I want one right there. Oh, this kind of has like a alien vibe to it. Floating bookshelf. That works. Oh yeah, same as the Discord bot. Honestly, I don't even like the Discord bot. I don't have any attachment to it, but my God, the Discord and running the Discord is the bane of my existence. Discord bots are like the bane of my existence. I just have absolutely zero desire to mess with that or change it. It is what it is. It works. I'm not trying to break my whole server by changing the bot and like changing how like the points and stuff people have earned. I just can't. I'm not touching it. I hate Discord. Running the Discord is like one of the most stressful things that happens in my life on a day-to-day basis, and I'm not exaggerating. So I don't really have a desire to mess with it and change bots. Like, I just can't. I can't do it. We have what we have, and it's all set up, and it works. So, aren't the bots supposed to help? Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. It works fine. It's fine. I just don't really want to pursue anything else. We use two bots. I have it's Me EE6, which isn't a good one. Don't get it. And also a ticket bot, and the ticket bot is good. I had to switch ticket bots too. So we were using a different ticket bot for the past couple of years, and then they shut it down earlier this year. So I had to get a new one and like transfer everything over, and like that was kind of a pain with our logging and stuff too, to transfer everything over. For the member of the server, it doesn't really feel different. Like it kind of looks the exact same and works the exact same, but it was kind of a pain for us to do the transferring of, as you can probably imagine. But it works well, and it's all working now and fine. So can I put this in the corner? What do you think about like doing something like that? That might be kind of interesting. I actually don't like I don't know, just because it makes for a more interesting shape. You're in a Fields of Mystery server, and sheesh. Yeah, I know. Well, the big game servers are much worse. Big game servers are much worse than like a server for, I think, a creator most of the time. Because people don't know how to act in game servers. So we don't really have problems like that. But oh, I bet the Pokemon one is bad. Yeah, I mean, the Sims one is bad. I literally am not exaggerating when I say I have trauma about the Sims server, because I was being harassed and told to die in violent ways in that server, and they didn't do anything about it. So like as just a consumer of the Sims, have that feeling about the Sims server. So like, you imagine what happens in other. No, that day was bad. That was a very, very, very bad day when that was happening. That was when they first launched the Sims server. And so they were like, people had noticed that they were really poorly moderating it. And so trolls were like extremely taking advantage of the opportunity to troll the Sims official server. And they were doing it by tagging me repeatedly and like telling me violent ways I should harm myself. And then I submitted a report in their Discord server to like the mod team, and they were like, okay, we'll consult the disciplinary matrix and get back to you. I was like, hey bestie, actually this person is actively spamming your chat with violent, like bloody messages. You need to ban them immediately. What do you mean disciplinary matrix? We'll consult our disciplinary matrix. I think they just had like some kind of bot, like and it took like hours to get the stuff deleted. I'm sorry, but how did that stuff even get past auto mod? And then I was like, hey, so did you ban them? I asked them if they banned them. They were like, we can't tell you that. I'm being spam tagged by like 20 people telling me to hurt myself, and you can't tell me if you banned them? Well, I don't want to be in the server then. Like, what do you mean? I did, like, as a person who's being harassed, I deserve to know that they were banned. They were banned. They just have like weird rules, because they hired like some mod company to moderate their Discord server, and they had like, they did a bad job is what happened. This like company was not prepared. They did a bad job. And it's like, there's levels to it, right? Like, I get it. I don't go around like sharing who I'm banning in my Discord server either. But if an individual person is being harassed, yeah, I'll tell them I banned them. Oh my God, I'll be like, I'm so sorry this happened to you. They've been banned. Like, I'm gonna get my friends to ban them too. Like, and this doesn't really happen. This doesn't happen in my Discord server, obviously. But if it did, like, but like, you tell them in private that like, yes, we've handled it and it's safe for you now, you know, because they need to know that it's safe again, hopefully. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I'm still in the server. I have to be in the server though, because like so for example, like last week we had that weird like CFE access to the Sims 4. They make a channel in the Sims official Discord server that they give you access to, so that they can talk to you about CFE and like tell you like, hey, by the way, it's live, or like, hey, we're taking it away at this time, and here's like a troubleshooting thing if you can't install it properly. Like, so you kind of need to be in that server to be able to access that. But I don't want to be in that server. I have like a really negative association with the Sims Discord server, and I don't really want to be around it. And like at the time when this was happening, I didn't want to leave the server when it was happening, because I didn't want the people to know that I was seeing the messages. It's been a long time, I don't really care anymore. But at the time I was like, I don't want to just like, I don't want to react to them doing this. Like, I don't want them to know that I'm seeing it. And I don't want to get like scared out of the server, so I still wanted to be there. But well, they used to have a separate server for official stuff, Tenebris, but then when they switched, like with all the like community manager changes and stuff, now they have just the one sim server. There used to be like a private sim server for creators where they would do that in, and now they have channels inside of the big one. I think they're trying to streamline it. I think it's worse this way, but whatever. There's also like an EA Creator Network server, and that one is usually just, they just talk about like the creator codes in there. They'll like ping you and be like, hey, the creator code payments are being sent or whatever, ping everybody. No, yeah, exactly. We started reporting the trolls to the sim server the second it started happening. And it was like, I reported it, my mods reported it, my friends reported it, and they didn't respond to the tickets in the Discord server for like a couple hours. And I'm just like being repeatedly pinged, like, oh my God. And they closed Tilly's ticket. Granted, Tilly was being a little bit, by the time Tilly was messaging in there, Tilly was like, you're gonna deal with this right now. And then they were like, oh, close. So Tilly wasn't like, being the most polite in the message, but like, it wasn't mean. It just wasn't like, hey, can you please help me? It was like, you need to delete this. Which like, yeah, you do need to delete this. It needs to be done. It's been too long. It needs handled. They just outright closed Tilly's ticket. Anyway, it was a long time ago. I think it's better now. It hasn't happened in a while, to me at least. My alien's gonna have little plants. Yeah, I feel like maybe they were unaware that stuff like that happened in Discord, but also at the same time, like, they hired a company to run their Discord server, I'm pretty sure. Like, I think they hired, like, a group of people that do, like, Discord modding. And so those people knew what, like, this is just what happens in massive servers. So I just don't really see how they weren't... Yeah, like paid mods. More than just paid mods. I think they hired like paid admins, from my understanding. I think that they like hired somebody that run, because there are companies that like do Discord. I mean, think about it, right? Like, I don't know. I think about bigger servers that are run by, like, loads of brands have Discord servers now. They're not running it themselves. Like they have like somebody, there's places out there that do it. So anyway. It was interesting, I guess, and I'm glad it's over now, so. But yeah, you'd think that they would be better about it, but I think that they probably didn't have that many, like, human mods, and I think either that or the human mods that work for that company just mod so many servers that just, like, it's not high on their list, and they weren't expecting it to be so bad, so they just were. So it's possible that, like, the mods they hired were just stretched too thin across a whole bunch of different servers, or they thought they could use bots to do it, and then the bots couldn't do it successfully. I don't know what it was, but it was bad. It was bad. No, this was when they first launched the Sims Discord server, so it might have been like 2 years ago at this point. And I think it is a little bit better now. But it's okay. It's over now. It is what it is. I actually don't think it was the day of launch, Chili. It was the same week that they launched the Discord server, though. And I was at my grandparents' house. I remember when it was happening, I was like sat on the basement on my grandparents' couch, just like shaking, being like, mods, can you please help me fix this problem? I'm being harassed. Usually when you get harassed, it's like not directly to you in that way, you know? But anyway, that was bad. That was bad. I feel like maybe it's done. I don't know what else I should add in here. Someone shared your cell phone number in an MMO chat. Why do people do stuff like that? I mean, that's the thing. You don't even need to be like a public figure to get harassed online by stuff like this. Like, you just get, you know, the wrong person decides they want to mess with you, and then all of a sudden your phone number is getting shared like that. Like, that's just so... I'm so sorry. I am so sorry you had to deal with that. Maybe I will put the, like, scary plasma shower thing. Plasma shower? Alien shower? Whatever. Maybe I will use this, though, because that's kind of exciting. Okay. Maybe I will scoot this back a little bit more then, too. So it's easier to get around. Someone said a pet Roomba. I feel like the Roomba won't fit in here, but we could use it in one of the other rooms. Yeah, I felt bad for the like Sims team on Twitter too, because they got directed so much like anger. And it sucks because I understand when people are frustrated about the game, like you want to be able to express that frustration. It's an expensive game, you're spending a lot of money. And there's only like a handful of people that you can see online that work for the game. So people were like, oh, I'm gonna go harass SimGuru Ninja on Twitter. But it's like these people just work there. Like, this individual is not responsible for the issue with the game. Like, it's a issue with it as a whole, it's an issue with the higher ups. Like, it's not the concept artist's fault that the pack is glitchy. But just because that concept artist is on Twitter, now they're getting a lot of hate and like vitriol about the pack. Now they don't really want to be on social media anymore. So that just sucks. Like, you just, you know, I think people A, also don't really know that. And B, like, people are too comfortable being mean on the internet. So there's never an excuse to like harass a person. Like, you can be frustrated and also not harass a person. Like, you don't need to send hate to Ninja. Like, you can be like, hey, I think that the fairies pack is bad. But you don't have to say, the fairies pack is bad and you should go die. Like, whoa. You know? Like, there's levels to it. But it's easy to be mean on the internet, so. Yeah, people get brave behind the keyboard. It is what it is. Hopefully it's less bad because less of the team is on social media now. And it sucks that they're not really on it as much anymore, but I don't know. Oh, Hazel, I'm really sorry that happened to you too. That sucks. And TikTok is so interesting. I mean, I see more of it on TikTok, I guess, because I usually read the comments on TikTok more often. I'm not on Twitter anymore at all. But people really just be saying anything. You could post a video. It's like a random person, like just a person. They're not even a like influencer. They don't really even post. They post one video of like their outfit. They'll get hate comments on that. And it's just like a person, just like some stranger. And the comments will be awful. And it'll be stuff like, I ran to the comments, like implying that they expected to see hate comments. And so everybody's like there making fun of someone just existing. Why are you guys doing that? I mean, seriously, like, why do we act like this? Why do you think it's okay to act like that just because it's online? It's horrible. TikTok comments are just something else. It makes me so sad. If that happened to me, like, I'm more equipped to handle that now because I'm used to seeing like bad things about myself. But if that happened to me when I was like in high school and I just posted like a video of my outfit and all the comments were making fun of my body, oh my God. I don't think I would ever post anything ever again. I think I would like delete all of my social media. Not even on just the one where it happened, but like that would destroy a person. So why do people do stuff like that? It's just so sad. It's so sad. Anyway, why are we talking about this? This is bad vibes. This is bad vibes. Anyway, don't be mean on the internet to strangers. It's really easy not to be mean to these random people on the internet. Especially if they're like actually random people on the internet. Just don't be mean. I think on that note though, I might, because I feel like I wanted to finish the alien room and then stop today. So tomorrow we'll come back. I'm gonna go live at noon tomorrow. So like basically this time, it's 12:20 for me. I'll be live at 12, so like 20 minutes ago, but tomorrow I'm gonna go live and we'll finish furnishing like the shared space, the bathrooms. werewolf and vampire, or maybe where, I don't know which one is which yet, but we'll see. And then like the ghost space upstairs. We'll finish that tomorrow while we wait for the pack to come out, because the pack is gonna launch at 1 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. So that's in like 40 minutes, but tomorrow. So we'll have like a little waiting room waiting for the pack to come out, and then we'll do some building and stuff. And then I'll probably end stream at like 3 my time, and then come back again at 4, and then play some gameplay. I will not be live again tonight, no. I only stream once on Wednesdays, but I'll be live twice tomorrow to celebrate the release day. So that is my plan. I think that this will be a fun couple of days, though. I'm looking forward to it. Well, happy almost Fairies release day. It'll be fun to play tomorrow. And then I'm gonna go and see who all is live, and we'll find somebody to raid. I am posting a video today. Oh, I built a library with Enchanted by Nature. I'm posting that on YouTube today. So I'll post that in a couple hours on YouTube, which will be fun. And then I have like some fun fairy gameplay that I'm gonna post. What am I doing? I'm trying to find a person to raid. I'm like on my own channel. I just clicked creator dashboard. That's not gonna get me a person to raid, is it? My friend Momo is live and playing Enchanted by Nature early access. Maybe we could go raid Momo. Shall we do it? I've just raid myself. No. We'll go raid Momo. It looks like, I mean, they're on a loading screen, so I'm not sure what we're doing. The title says Enchanted by Nature Early Access, which is good vibes. We've got a cool fairy, and we're in the werewolf world. Oh, interesting. Okay, fun. Well, let's go see what Momo's up to, and I will catch you all tomorrow for some more Enchanted by Nature. Okay, have a great rest of your day, everybody. Goodbye. Oh, bye, Snappy. Say bye, Snap. Oh, she's not saying bye to you. She doesn't even care that you're leaving. She is like completely uninterested in this. Anyway, bye.